Hey listeners, Chris here. We wanted to make sure that while the Swordcast themselves are on vacation, you weren't left all in the dark. So, we wanted to give you a little preview of what you can find on our Patreon. Here's Metolius, or Matt, DMing a game of the Tomb of Annihilation with myself, Eli Grimtuck, and Jess Rain, as well as Matt's wife Emily, running through the mysterious islands of Chult, learning what the Death Curse is all about. Granted, this is a little rough at first, but we were trying to get this set up perfect. So bear with us. The audio quality gets better as we go. But as always, guys, you'll hear it from me at the end of the episode. So enjoy.
Alright, so we're good. We're recording.
We are recording.
Other dungeon master, dungeon player.
Dungeon player.
Dungeon person.
Dungeon player 1.
Ah.
Is that the booch? Oh my gosh, the booch. So you guys have made it to Camp Righteous, where you see the devastation of the former undead attack.
Yes.
You know that in the area are goblins, and you are currently looking at this shrine built into this hillside, this tiered hillside. Jade, as a archaeologist and general knowledge of
Knower of
ruins,
stuff.
you can surmise that this was a shrine for the people to remind themselves about hubris. And
What people?
It's just ancient. It's an ancient shrine, so just you can surmise. You know that Chult used to be more civilized, and there used to be more civilization.
Okay.
Highly populated.
Oh, this is what
More
Mushri.
densely populated.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is what Mushri was telling you about the lore behind the man with the crocodile
Yes.
on his back.
Yes.
Sure he was. Flies are just landing on my face.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Yikes.
That's right. He told a story of how the man wanted to cross the river but was frightened, and so the crocodile. He was frightened of the crocodile's kin, and so the crocodile took the man across the river. And once the man crossed the river, the crocodile hopped on the man's back and said that he must carry the crocodile through the land of men because he was afraid of them. The man had been tricked, but a promise is a promise, so he carried the crocodile safely on his back. Across the realm of humans, a journey that lasted many years, he swore in his anger that never again would men and crocodiles be friends, and so it has remained to this day.
Man,
Fair's fair, man.
sourpuss, live up
Yeah,
to your debt, and
seriously.
so people don't have to die from crocodile attacks.
As you all encountered not but a day before, if I recall.
I feel like it won't be the last time.
Well, we'll see. Taking all that information into consideration, I would like someone to make what?
So last I remember, because I asked you this question multiple times, I did not roll a good investigation check, and
You fell into a pit.
Kapesk and I fell into a pit.
Correct.
Okay, sorry.
But you didn't go any further. So
No.
you all are all in this pit trap room. It doesn't.
That's right. Okay, it's all coming back to me.
And
Yeah,
you're
'cause you were
about
gonna
to
find
set
one.
foot into the next area where you can see a series of 4x4, the pattern on the floor, and what you can all see standing there at the edge is you can see the door ahead, but you can't see the bottom row. You can only see 4x3.
Oh.
And I would like one person to make an intelligence check.
Dibs.
I'd vote.
Should not be.
I
should do it.
Arm wrestle.
Oh, that could have been way better.
Fight
in
for
that
it.
it was not a 9. Rolled a 6. It was a bad start.
Why only one person? person.
Why didn't I just use my portent?
You
That's
can
okay.
still use it.
No, I'm gonna save it. I'm just gonna be done.
Alright. There's like, you get the feeling that there's some kind of like, there's some kind of trick to this place, and you just have to, you can't quite figure out what it is.
Can we see if, like, can I
Can
see any
I-
visible moving? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Well, everyone
No,
make
you go.
archaeologist.
Are you all sort of in the pit room, like on the ledge, bordering the next room?
Yes, we
You're
didn't
all
go
there.
into it. We're just up to it. I imagine we would all be to the door. At this point.
Okay.
Definitely.
So in front of you is just, oh, I'm sorry, about 20 feet, 10 feet ahead is this pattern, or is this ledge, sorry. Kazoo flew there last
That's right.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can see, through Kazoo's eyes, you could see the pattern on the floor and then the pattern on the door.
Right.
But where Kazoo was standing on the ledge, he could only do 3 rows on the door above. Because it's like a 7-foot ledge,
Mm-hmm.
And the door's up. There.
and then there's another 7-foot ledge. So you
and
guys
the
are
door's
down
up on
here,
the top ledge.
and if you go forward 10 feet, you would go up 7-foot ledge,
Mm-hmm.
and that is where Kazoo saw the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you cross that portion of floor, there's another 7-foot, and the door is on up here, the pattern door.
Okay.
It's like a staircase.
I would like to send Kazoo in and to fly up and just kind of hover and be a source of light for us, so we don't have to sweat
You
that.
can, how does he project light?
He has a torch. He's holding my torch.
Okay, got it.
So there's checkerboard squares on all.
It's just
all
like
the
a
floors?
4x4 pattern. No, just
Just on
so
the
there's
door.
10 feet in front of you that has no pattern on the floor,
Okay.
and then a 7-foot ledge,
Uh huh.
and then the next level is where there's the 4x4 pattern
Okay.
on the floor.
4x4 squares. In the middle. On the middle. Like the 7-foot, and there's 4x4 squares here.
Correct.
And then this one is.
Yeah,
way
except for
closer.
that door is way closer to the ledge.
Okay. Well, whatever. Same concept.
So you can see up this step-like progression, and when you had Kazoo go in before, you could tell that there's like there's no handles or anything on this 4x4 pattern door.
Mm-hmm.
How does everyone feel about me climbing up and helping everyone?
Is there like a rocks in the ledge to climb up, or
Oh, climbing the 7-foot ledge
Yeah.
is not looks pretty. You guys have done it already to get from the pit room
okay?
up to the ledge of the next 10 feet. It doesn't require a check. You can
Oh.
all easily make it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to the next. I'm climbing up to the next ledge, which
Okay.
is
Well, I would say you're all at the top of the ledge above the trap room.
okay.
So at the
Oh,
end
okay.
of the pit trap room, there's a 7-foot ledge.
Oh,
And
okay.
I would say that you've all climbed up at top of there, and there's like a little, like 1.5, 2-foot wide little, like doorway sort of.
Okay.
Before the checkerboard starts.
No,
Oh, that's the next
there's
level.
blank floor here.
Okay.
The next level is the checker floor.
So there's 3 7-foot ledges.
Correct.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
And you mentioned a pattern on the door as
There's
well.
a 4x4 pattern on the door, and there's a 4x4 pattern on the floor.
What's the
On
pattern?
the next step, it's just like a 4x4. It's 4 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4 squares by 4 squares.
Okay.
It's like 16 squares.
Oh, okay.
Is there any like
Oh.
Pattern in it.
pattern
like,
in there, or is it just 16 squares?
You don't know. You can't see it right now.
Okay.
Let's get a look.
Yeah. Send Kazoo in.
Okay, you
Fly.
send Kazoo in. Are you looking through his eyes?
Yeah, I'll work through him.
Make a perception check. Just make a perception check. With using Kazoo's perception.
Oh, Kazoo's
Or
perception.
your perception, right?
Yeah.
Because you're looking through his eyes, right?
19.
Okay.
Nice.
You can see that the bottom row of the door, which is not visible from where you guys stand,
Mm-hmm.
check my notes here. If you think from left to right,
Mhm.
if you number the squares 1 through 4 going left to right,
Yeah.
you think you see a faint glow emanating from the second square on the first row. And because you guys can't see the whole pattern on the door from here, you can't see this glowing square. But Kazoo flying up sees this glowing square.
Okay, so that's on the second from the left on the top row.
Bottom row.
Bottom row.
Oh,
Okay.
bottom row.
Okay.
I will relay that information since I'm looking through Kazoo's eyes, and I will verbally just let everybody know of this slight glow on the second from the left on the bottom row.
Perhaps the grid on the floor mirrors that which is on the door,
Yeah, I would say.
It could be.
Let's.
and we should step or put a rock on that glowing square.
Why don't you put your monkey on it?
Well, you won't be able to look at the door. We should probably do both. Someone step on it, and then I'll keep having him look at the door, and maybe it changes.
Are there rocks around, like
Not
loose
really,
rocks?
no. Nothing that you think would be heavy enough to trick, like,
Right.
to like.
Fine, I'll do it.
Thanks, Capass.
All right, so you have 10 foot. You have 10 foot of floor before the next ledge.
Hold
and
up,
the next ledge has.
Professor. I think my nose has been buried in too many books, and I might need eyeglasses. Could you help me check for dangers in the area?
Oh, yes,
Look
absolutely.
for areas where the light hits differently, or different patterns in the floor.
Sure, I could do that. Absolutely. Perception check. Natural 20.
Anything? that we
You're
should-
making an investigation check.
I was doing whichever one to search for. Yes. That perception, I thought, right? Or were we talking about like?
I was
looking-
checking for.
Oh, that. But I don't know if we're doing that as investigation or perception. Because people.
That is.
'Cause that's
well,
what I
it
was-
depends. Are you just looking around, or are you like
No. I'm like.
taking the tactily like trying to find traps, or are you just like?
I am not touching anything because
so
I
roll a
am.
perception check.
So that's what it was a perception
But
check.
it's a natural 20.
Yes.
All
But
right.
I am not touching any of the things because I'm terrified of things.
You look down in this next like 10 feet of corridor, and you see that there are what appear to be 4 sort of evenly spaced, 2 on each side, like slits in the wall.
Professor Jade, what do you make of?
Oh,
Look.
I will say that you also, taking a look around, can see like the certain spots in the next 10 feet. The tiles are raised slightly.
Ooh.
It might be some sort of pressure plate.
Oh, there, Professor. That ground looks out of place, and there's
Excellent
these
work.
slits in the wall.
Ooh.
Those don't fit the
They're
rest
like-
of the temple.
We should
about
try- like
they're like 4 or 5 inches wide.
What do you
size
make of
enough
those?
for like arrows or something to fly out of.
You don't know. All you can see is these slits in the wall.
Maybe it has a mechanical aspect to it.
I think you're right. The pressure plates could be some sort of mechanism to spring a trap.
Oh, I've read about those. That's
You just experienced one, or
well.
maybe that was just me and Kabaska.
So I should spring it so we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Well, is there a pressure plate on the corresponding tile of that's glowing, the second one?
That floor is the floor
It's
of the
floor
next
up.
stuff.
Yeah. This is just
gonna
us
slide
getting to it.
Oh.
There's no pattern on this floor.
Oh,
You
oh,
have
oh.
10 feet to go before you interact with
Sorry.
the
So you stopped me.
tile
You literally
puzzle.
stopped me from walking headfirst.
You did.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
That's
you
where I
did
was
stop
confused.
Kapas from walking headfirst into this
Maybe we should just avoid.
seeming booby trap.
Well,
we should
let's,
just avoid those
let's
areas.
go around.
perhaps.
Perhaps. I mean, it seems like the safest bet because if there's anybody else around in the area, maybe they'll trigger it.
It's
Who
true.
knows?
It's
Let's just.
going to be dicey to get through from what you can see. It's going to be dicey to miss all the triggers you're thinking. Like, Just the way it's constructed and how the plates are arranged.
Okay.
It makes it you're thinking that unless you do something else, you're gonna need to do more than just like avoid the pressure plates.
I get.
Let me push one with my tail.
Okay.
See if that works.
Or
Can
look, you were saying something, Professor?
The slits in the wall, are they at a certain level and like? You said they're 4 or 5 inches wide, but how tall are they?
Like ground?
And,
are they from the floor
Where
up?
are they placed?
I would say
in
that
the
they
wall?
are actually. Sorry, I should have. They are horizontal. Or they run parallel to the floor.
Okay.
They are not perpendicular.
I thought they were. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't think about how this the mechanics of this, but I think actually it would be parallel to the floor, not.
Okay.
And so you see there's like one slot about 5 inches tall.
So Petal doesn't have to worry about it.
No, she
right
does. It's
5 inches tall is.
so the slots are about 5 inches tall in themselves, and they run the whole 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
And there is one probably about. How tall are you?
Oh, let me check. I think I'm 3 feet even, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there's like the lowest one is like between 2 and 3 feet somewhere. Maybe not exactly 2.5 feet, and the other one is about the 5 foot sort of area.
Professor, do you have any experience with making these traps inert, or do you know any of the mechanical aspects of them? Perhaps you could booby trap it.
Make a
Or not trap it.
make an intelligence check.
Intelligence, not a saving throw, just a check. 14.
Yeah. You think that these, you could probably jam these traps. You're not quite sure of their exact nature, but you think if you trigger it and see what kind of trap it is, that you might be able to jam them.
Does anyone have a staff or something that they could use at a distance to poke
I have
them?
either my sword or tail. Two things. Give it a bit of distance, not very long.
I'd say maybe sword.
I've got a shovel.
Could throw a shovel at
Probably
it.
about the length of my sword.
Yeah,
Probably.
just use the sword.
So yeah,
Sure thing, Professor.
keep your shovel. My sword.
I can't see any harm in that.
I was just gonna
I
poke
can't
it.
see any harm in that.
I will. Let me take first poke.
I would like to take
Yeah, I don't have
a
anything
stab
like.
at this.
You're the worst kind of people.
I will do that.
Auto thing. Point out the pressure plate. Where did you see one raised?
I will point my finger directly at it.
Okay.
And I would like to poke it.
You poke it with your sword.
Uh-huh.
All right. You do that, and you watch as 4 blades swing through the area, and they're just staggered, so like they like barely they scissor over each other.
Ooh,
Like
nice.
with like it's pretty well made. They're like just offset enough that the blades on each height like intersect across the thing and like swing back into the trap recess basically.
Does the pressure plate reset itself, or is it permanently depressed now?
Make another perception check.
Okay. Bad. It is 5.
You are not sure.
It's perfectly safe now.
I can't tell if it reset itself.
Uh,
Perhaps we should just jam it.
Regardless, there are other pressure plates, so we should probably figure out some way to jam the.
After you see the trap activate,
Yeah.
you get an idea that if you can jam like hammer spikes or metal blades into parts of the niche that the blades emit from,
Oh, okay.
then you can block. You can jam the trap basically.
I have 10 pythons.
That would do it.
Pythons would do it.
I have 10 of them.
Well done.
All right, so I need Someone will need to make 4 separate strength checks for this.
Strength chest. Here you go. Jam these in there.
I can do that.
Okay. Make me 4 strength checks.
That would be 14.
Okay. Seems pretty secure.
12.
Also seems equally as secure.
8.
This one seems you think it's secure, but you're not sure.
Okay. And 8.
Also, you're not sure.
Okay. 2 front ones see. I would say that we should be a little careful. The ones up front seem to hold well.
Well, they run the whole length.
Yeah.
It's just like 2 on top, 2 on bottom.
Okay. Oh yeah, because they start at one end, and go to the other. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Petal, if you would like, I could, since you're small enough, I could have Kazoo
I'll
get
say you
and
jam
just.
both. The ones you feel most confident about are the bottom 2.
So you can just
Yes,
go right up to
please.
the top.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll have Kazoo come down and pick up Petal and just take her to the next level, thereby avoiding
And
the.
Any pressure
what's
points?
the
Yeah.
difference between the lowest and the highest blade again? It's like
It's like the lowest one is
2
2.5,
feet?
roughly 2.5 feet, and then the blade is about 5 foot.
Also, I feel very confident. Well, I feel very confident. No, it feels as though these 2 on the bottom seems to stick in quite well. If we're concerned, we may be able to crawl across.
Maybe you should check it. Poke
I
it
will
again.
happily try. Wait. No, he goes for it. I would like to crawl across on my stomach.
You're all wait. No,
That
I got
works
this.
too.
Alright. I won't make you roll a check for this because I think it's pretty easy. You just get down and you start crawling. As you crawl across, you hear the blades swing out, and on the bottom, you hear like sort of the sound of metal on metal, but like it just stops, like the pythons hold.
Word.
And then you watch the top 2, and they swing out, and the force of the blades striking the python that's jammed in there causes the pythons to fly out.
Yeah.
Ting.
And kind of like they bounce. They like one falls on you, but doesn't really hurt you. It just like it makes like a loud noise as that python steel hits the stone and falls to the floor, and then the blades go. And then you crawl a little further and you hit another trigger and it goes. But like the bottom ones, there's no more sound emitting from there.
Okay.
We broke those. It's a good job.
All right. And you saw Kapesk hear the sound at first, and surprisingly, as he's usually one to run headfirst into trouble, knowing what was coming, he's like.
And so you crawl across, and the blades trigger like 2, 3 more times maybe, and you get to the other side, and there's like a little gap where like there's like a 1.5 foot gap where the blades don't strike. You could easily stand as you try to climb to the next level.
Okay.
Okay. I imagine seeing Kapesk do this, we would all probably follow suit, except for Petal, who is already up there.
Okay.
And can I pick up those pythons on my way? Are they destroyed? Are they wrecked?
I'll say they're still functional. I think pythons are probably made of metal. They seem pretty hardy. They're made for being slammed into stone surfaces. So
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems reasonable.
That's fair.
So I have 8.
They have like a little groove on the like side bottom where you can see where the blade hit it, but it looks like it's still functional.
Cool.
So you all like you won't be able to all fit in the 1.5 foot space. Like you'll have to start climbing up to the top for the people who are following you to crawl under. I'd say 2 people can fit in that space.
Okay.
So like
I'm just gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna start climbing up the wall.
okay. So you climb up to the next ledge, which has another 1.5
Well, you're already
gap.
up there.
All right, and you were up on that, so you see the floor before you, and it's this 4x4 sort of pattern.
I would have Kazoo have dropped her or placed her down on the one tile that I saw illuminated at the top. Just
Well, that was on the door.
I know, but the corresponding one on the floor.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Alright.
Cool. We'll make our way up there.
I wait here for you guys to get
You're
there.
standing on the square.
Yep.
Oh.
Just like in the middle of everything.
Did anything happen when you stepped on that?
Doesn't sound like it.
Did the door change? The glowing
Well,
square on the
I would
door?
have to send Kazoo up again. I can't while I'm climbing.
Oh.
As you climb to the ledge, Petal wouldn't be able to see this because she's too short, but roll a perception check.
Got it.
for me.
Climbing up the ledge. Nope. Well, maybe. That's a 7.
You don't
Nope.
see anything. As you guys join Petal and Kapesk at the top of the ledge, it's very crowded right here. But luckily Petal is on this square. Both of you make perception checks.
Cool. Yeah, now that we're all up here, I would have Kazoo up
the,
there to take a look at it. The thing he saw before. I'll just send him up to look.
Alright, so
See if anything else.
he flies up there and roll perception. Are you warding it?
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
7?
Yeah.
You don't see anything. You don't seem it's weird. It seems like the glow is faded.
Mm-hmm.
Make another intelligence check for me.
That would be. Go, tablet, go. Intelligence check would be 15.
Alright.
We're-
Finally, it all clicks into place for you. you
Great Scott!
you after hearing Jade talk about this place and you know sort of hearing the story and you know seeing the architecture outside, you get the idea that if there may be some benefit to a sort of rider-carrier combo in the party.
Oh, like,
Now you and this would explain how like you realize that if someone was sitting on someone's shoulders, they could see the full pattern of the door, and they would know where to step on.
Okay, yeah, I'll relay that to the team to just say, hey, prop somebody up here. I had Kazoo take a look, or at least look through his eyes, but I couldn't necessarily see. Or maybe Petal, could you climb up on Kapesk and get a look, see if you could maybe see the pattern on the door?
Yeah,
There's definitely one up there.
not a
It's
problem.
just hard when I'm holding
So
a
you
torch
guys can
and flapping wings.
currently see 3x4 of the pattern, and
Yeah.
so you scramble up on the Kapesk
Yep.
shoulders.
I just kind of lean down at first.
All right,
Let you up.
make a perception check for me, Petal.
You got it. Oh, there it is. 18.
Okay. To do this, are you standing back on the ledge between the, or are you standing? How are you guys? Where are you standing? Or where is Kapesk standing now that you're on his shoulder?
Oh, I guess that's a good question.
Because I'd have to be, because if it's only 2 people per the small space prior, right? Would you
I'd say the 3 of you, it's really packed, and you're like trying not to step on the pattern, but yeah, you guys can fit like very tightly.
I just don't think I at least didn't make note of moving onto the squares. So I'd
That's
be
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So, is
so-
it like the 3 of you jammed in
Yep.
there, and then like
pedal on
Yeah.
top of my shoulder. Yeah.
All right, you look at the door and you see the square that you were just standing on lit up, faintly glowing.
Okay,
The one that you were on previously.
right. So,
Master Blaster.
huh?
That's it, Master
What-
Blaster.
So then
What do
should
you see?
well, it's just the same square that I was on, like, is glowing again.
See what happens when you step on it.
So,
What
that's
happens to the door?
yeah. So I'd say
I mean, one of
Which
us
one
could do
was glowing?
it. Alabaster will step on it.
Oh,
Haven't
and
heard
let them
that.
see.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh, that'll work.
You see the
Ooh.
so the second row, you see the third square over
Mm-hmm.
faintly glow, and the square that Alabaster's standing on stop glowing.
Okay.
Oh, relay that
Actually,
information.
I'll say it still faintly glows.
I'll
Okay.
point to it and say, we need someone to step on that one right there.
So third row.
Wait, you can't see it. She can see it.
Oh, never mind. I could. It wasn't on the ground.
Oh
dang.
wait, yeah. I guess you guys. Basically, the further you move into this hallway, the
The less
less
you can
of the
see.
pattern you're gonna see.
Oh,
So you
I
guys stay
see.
there while he does the pattern, or I can do the pattern.
Right.
Yeah, you probably
Well,
jump better than I do, so.
well, that's what I was gonna say. Is how about instead you just move to the next square?
Yeah.
Okay, if I can reach. So how far away is squares? Can I do it?
It's
in,
just
like,
diagonal.
It's
one.
diagonal.
Okay, then
Yeah.
yeah. I'll step. Sure.
Yep, and then
I'll go where you tell me. I will be your chess piece.
okay. So then I would look for the next one. Should I perception check? Or I guess
it doesn't glow because you need to step on like. Actually,
Somebody else needs to step on the other one.
That's just.
no, he steps on that one, and the next one activates.
Okay.
But only you can't. No,
Yeah, it's just.
right. You guys can still see it because you haven't moved into the room.
I'm just going
you
on
can't
blind
see
faith.
it, but you guys still can't, or
Yeah.
you can still see it. So then the it's the third square on the second row, and then the first square
Ooh,
in the third row.
that's a bit of a jump.
So it's a little hop. It
Okay.
doesn't require any check.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll just be like feeding this information to you
Yeah,
pretty
you just
much.
say, go there,
like,
I go there.
Yeah.
Okay, you hop over to that square, and now it's the fourth square on the fourth row, and this one will require an athletics check to hop to.
Oh, I have a better idea. Once they relay that to me, it would be easier if I hopped back to the platform at the same time. Maybe Professor Jade, you could jump on that one, because it doesn't matter if I have to jump to it regardless. I think if only one of us are on at the same
Right,
time.
that was my concern. That's why I wanted you to go all the way first before anybody else like followed, because I was nervous that like
If two people.
were on it, it would set something off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's what I mean though. If we have a landing here and all four here, and instead of me making a check to jump there, since I have spindly little legs, I can just jump back to the landing at the same time Jade jumps on that
You're
one.
trying to go backwards?
Well, I'm not.
Wouldn't you be jumping
I think it will
farther?
still just
Oh,
reset.
my
I
map
think
is
you'll.
upside down then.
I think you'll have to redo it.
Okay, well then let's give it a shot. What is the check?
Athletics.
Oh, athletics? Cool.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
can do it.
Hooray!
You got this.
Minus one.
You got this over.
Minus one.
Minus one.
Woo.
A natural one.
Oh
Oh no.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna use luck. I'm gonna luck that shit
Yeah,
Good call.
because I got luck.
not a
What
bad
else is
idea
that
if
for?
you have it.
Oh, 2.
Minus one?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, it's not a 2 minus 1. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
I applied my minus 1.
I applied the -1
Yeah.
and got a 2.
Okay, way to go, luck. I don't know what I expected.
Everyone make a DC 13
Fuck.
dex save.
Everyone? Oh god.
No, not you, Pedal. Don't.
Oh, because
You're
yeah,
gonna be above it.
that's fair.
Oh my god.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Did
Dex
not
save?
make that.
Dex save.
13.
You have danger sense.
What does that
You have
mean?
advantage on dex
Yep.
saves
Oh,
because
nice.
you're a barbarian.
Still 13.
Okay.
Mine is a fail.
Yours is a fail.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I imagine 4 doesn't hit the DC.
It definitely does not.
Are you sure?
Actually, never mind.
Okay.
Your danger sense, there would be another reason. You would have advantage through other reasons too.
Okay.
So you made it,
Yeah.
and you failed. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to worry because he made it. You're fine.
Cool.
You're fine on my shoulders.
Aw.
A
lot of dice. Oh my
There's a lot
gosh.
of
I
dice.
rolled
Holy
really
shit.
well. Too.
No.
Oh, it's gonna be spicy.
There's a lot
Ooh,
of dice.
fuck, that's really good.
God damn it.
I like this character.
Alabaster, you take 30 points
Holy
of fire damage.
shit.
What?
And you two take 15 each.
You don't have a natural 20?
Yeah.
Wow.
Woo!
I am
Take
knocked
how much?
the
15?
fuck out.
You don't have evasion
no.
yet, do you? You take 15.
No.
Woo! That was
You're
that was
unconscious,
4
I
hit
imagine?
points away from dead.
Like straight up dead.
Oh,
Yes.
Dude.
Like dead.
Jeez.
You're
Wait,
unconscious?
what's your HP?
Man, I should have just used my portent. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You can use your portent. I'll allow it.
Okay, cool. I'm still getting used to that one as a what? Yeah. Then let's just say I used my 16 die portent to
Alright,
lower
so
that.
you see in your mind's eye a flash of fire, and you have it that gives you just enough foresight to jump out, like try to make a move to jump, and you only take half damage, so you take 15.
Woo!
Holy shit.
Down to 2.
I'm at 9.
I'm at 1.
Fuck.
Hang on.
No. Okay, so basically I jump back, I don't make it, I'm still on the tiles and just bathed in fire. Does that sound about right?
You jump forward and you land instead of the 4th square on the 4th row. You land on the 3rd square of the 4th row.
Okay.
You're like 1 square short, and you hear like a soft whoosh noise as just gouts of fire out of these, like, on the walls. You can see people, like, you see little, like, relief of man carrying crocodile, and, like, there's these little holes in all the men's mouths, and then just, like, fire shoots out.
Oh. Probably should have looked at that before.
Wow.
Am I on fire now, or is it just bathed in fire?
I mean, you're all, I'll
Singed.
say it's like the fire stops, and you're all, like,
Put yourself out.
there's, like, you're smoldering, but you're fine. You're
Okay.
not on fire.
I'm going to step off of the tiles entirely. Like, because I was...
Because you were next to the next thing? Okay.
Yeah, like, so just removing myself from the tile game.
Okay.
But you're on the other side?
Oh, am I on the
You
wrong
were
side?
on the far side now.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You're
okay.
at the next ledge to climb up to where the door is.
Okay, I'll hold exactly where I am. I'm not moving at all then.
Okay.
That's gonna be like.
No.
It's just gonna lead to more death.
No, I thought I was on the closer to our ledge from the door we came in. But no.
So
But
through this, you have established that the pattern is 2, 3, 1, 4.
right.
We knew that going into this. That's something... I thought we saw a pattern outside of the place.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, now I'm thinking of something else. Okay. Well...
Which.
just kind of...
Well, I'm gonna take a healing potion.
Yeah,
Because
I should probably do the same.
Well, if we can take 10 minutes, I can help. Like a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if it won't put you out.
I'm just gonna stand here until that happens.
Just gonna stand here.
Wait, which square are you on? You're still on the 3rd one in the last row?
I didn't make my mark, and so I imagine...
You're on one. Probably the
He
one.
made it to row 4, he just didn't land on the right square.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he landed on the 3rd square in row 4, and you all saw that the last light up was the 4th square in the 4th row.
Right.
And so how high up is the landing above
7
me?
foot. And then there's like a little 1.5 foot ledge, and then there's that door with that pattern.
Fuck, I couldn't make that jump probably. I'd have to do a check. Would I be able to do that?
No, all these ledges have been 7 foot.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've been able to climb up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wasn't sure with my awesome hops. They caught me first.
With my awesome hops.
They're awesome hops, though, dude.
I could...
You're mad ups.
Because I'm on the other end. I'm kind of farther. I'm on the other side.
So you guys gonna take 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna die real quick.
Yeah.
If we don't.
Okay. I won't move at all. I was thinking I could climb up there, but I don't know if that's going to make more fire happen if I leave the tile that I'm on.
Right.
Professor? This is more your...
Before
area.
you start. Oh.
Wait, what's the question?
Oh, I was asking these guys if I were to leave the tile that I was on, if it would trigger more fire.
Yeah.
Just trying to
I
discern.
thought you scrambled into the space, like the little 1.5 foot gap.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I'm basically just trying to be out of the fire range. But there was the
You gathered to successfully cross this room.
Tight.
You just have to.
Oh.
The way to safely get across is to go 2, 3, 1, 4.
Right.
Okay, so I
Okay.
did make it back
So
to
you're
the
off
original.
the board.
Okay, good.
But you're on the other
You're
side
on
than
the far
us.
side.
I'm gonna climb the fuck up out.
All right, you climb up, and up top you see this door,
Mm-hmm.
and what are the rest of you? What's going on with the rest of you?
I would like some healing, please.
Yeah.
I will happily take 10 minutes on this cramped ledge.
And I take 10 minutes and I sit down and I
Well,
pray.
You're on his shoulders still.
Oh, true.
But
I can
would
pray
say
up
you
here,
can
that's fine.
pray. You hear the soft chittering of Gnomish in your ear as she, as Petal starts to
You just see Kabest's tail wave back and forth and back and forth like an angry cat.
Yes.
And I'm
So
giving
is what I'm doing.
kazoo ear scritches and just breathing heavily at my own possible mortality.
Not the best. 8.
That's awesome.
8 to all of you, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
Oh,
Up
wow.
to.
Thank you.
Up to 6, yeah, everybody can. Yeah, that's why I'm about taking 10 minutes, because like that could have been a lot better. That was actually really low for that.
Petal,
Yeah.
for safety, I think you should stay on my shoulders, and we should try to point me in the direction that you had seen. Whichever these tiles are safe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think we can do that.
During the 10 minutes, you are standing there listening to this chittering, and you just sort of absent-mindedly shift your position,
God damn it.
and you set your foot on another tile, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Does
Look
that
down
mean
The
That-
trap is.
going
The
over
trap has
it-
been set off.
going over it once?
That's make me an intelligence check.
It's gonna be great, guys.
Natural 20, natural 20.
Only Capacitas, like,
An
notice
11.
this. You roll an 11.
I
You're
rolled
as smart
12.
as
got
I am
-1.
strong.
You saw someone step on a
And
wrong
he's as strong
square
as
and
you are
something
smart.
bad happened, and now you're standing
Yeah.
on the wrong square and nothing's happening, but you can't. The dots are not quite being connected.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just I don't feel like I would then in turn be bold and brash about it.
Mm-hmm.
You just see Capes kind of look around. Well, no one does, and he tries to sneakily just
roll perception.
Me?
pull his.
I'll say
foot
that Petal's
off.
probably closed her eyes while she's praying.
Yeah, I would have.
You notice
Most
that he's
definitely.
not standing on
19.
He's got one foot. He's got
What the?
one foot.
And you also see a lizard man trying to sneak his foot off of it.
I saw
without
that. But no fire.
Previously, Alabaster's feet were dangling over the edge. He pulls them up real quick.
He kind of hears you say that and goes, and then puts one foot out and steps
Careful.
on Briscoe, and steps on a wrong pedal, or a wrong.
Any pedal is a wrong pedal to step on.
You step on the wrong tile.
Yes.
So you're like straddling two tiles and nothing's happening.
Okay. He does it to the next row.
You take a step forward.
Yep.
With pedal on your back.
With pedal on my shoulders.
You
I'm
take a
gonna-
step forward on an intentionally wrong spot.
No, I'm gonna
Yes.
like dangle off the side of the cliff.
Nothing happens.
Excellent.
I think we still need to complete the pattern to open the door, though.
Is it not open?
Or is it? I mean, I'm up
You
there.
haven't
The door
tried.
is up there. It's still shut.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's much better. 21.
So on the door, you also see another tile. Actually, yeah. So the first row, you see the original glowing tile.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another faint glow. Even though Capesque and Petal are in the next row and standing on the one partially on the right tile,
Mm-hmm.
technically this one is like a slightly different glow.
Okay.
And
I'll let them know.
you see 4 tiles. 2 on the bottom row. Actually, sorry. You see tile 2 on the second row, and tile 2 on the fourth row, and tile 3 on the second row. Tile 2 and tile 3 on the second and fourth rows are glowing a slightly different color.
Are either of those the one that I landed on? The ones that are glowing a different color? When I fucked up my jump?
Yes, technically the fourth row you did land on the third square,
Uh-huh.
but you're not sure if there's any correlation.
Okay. I will let them know the ones that are basically... There's some that are glowing differently than the other ones. I believe one of them is one of the ones I landed on when I failed my jump.
Is it glowing red?
Which is a different glow, you
Or
say?
fire?
I'd say like the tiles were glowing yellow to cross the floor,
Uh-huh.
and these tiles, this set of 4 tiles, is glowing light blue.
I will tell everybody. These ones are glowing a different color. It's possible that this could have been, this may be a warning for these ones. I feel like maybe don't step on them.
Wait, you said the second and third ones in the second and fourth rows?
I think we should just complete
The
the
middle
pattern.
two squares
Yeah.
on the second and fourth rows are glowing a slightly different color.
Mm-hmm.
But
Now
this.
I have you roll perception or investigation for that.
Perception.
Roll an investigation check.
The third one we need to step on in the second row. So.
11.
Alright, thank you. So, 10 minutes has passed, the prayer of healing happens, so you are further in the room, and you've figured out, seemingly, you are unaffected by the traps in this current configuration.
You said we did take a short rest?
No, we
you
took
haven't
10
taken a
minutes.
short rest.
Oh, gotcha, 10 minutes. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, just the 10 minutes for me to do the healing.
Cool.
If you want
Yeah.
to expand the 10 minutes into a short rest,
No.
This seems like a terrible place for a short
Yeah.
rest.
So,
you're not wrong.
Auto thanks that you say the door isn't open.
No. And there's different glow for different spots, and we still haven't completed the first pattern.
Where's the first pattern? And he kind of looks down, not knowing which of these is one when he's on it. Pedal. Did you remember?
Yeah, I'll guide you through it.
I'd actually like to go. Capes steps back and goes second, third. Doesn't need to hop for the.
Or doesn't need a check to hop to the first.
To go from 3 to 4, you don't. Or wait, to go from 2 to 3, you don't.
But from 3 to 4, I do. I would
Yeah.
like to then in turn get from. So 2, 3, get to 1, and then I would like to make my check to see if I can finish the pattern with pedal on me.
Make this trick
I will
with
hold
advantage.
on extra hard.
Make it with advantage.
With advantage?
Yes.
Oh.
Would have been, if it's in athletics, it would have been 14 or 7. That's 14.
You hop and you make the hop and you land on the 4th tile, and nothing happens. You watch the 4th tile wink out,
Mm-hmm.
and so you're next to the 1.5 foot little gap
Mhm.
before the next ledge up.
And there's no other tiles that get illuminated in the pattern?
No, because they're standing on the 4th tile.
'Kay.
Okay. I will relay
But then
that.
there's still
If
the
you
4 that are different
Do
colors.
you move forward into the gap or not?
Sure, I'll move. I'll finish the motion.
You take a step forward into the ledge climb
Yep.
area, and you both see that the 4th one, or the first row, the second tile in the first row lights up.
So
Are
the,
those
the
other-
initial one.
Are those other 4 still glowing?
No, they've only glowed in
The
order.
4 light blue ones are still
Yeah.
glowing.
Okay.
Through all of this, they maintain they are persistent through all of that.
Okay. So
I have an idea. Sorry, go ahead.
well, I'm just confused. The second row tile is in the middle, the glowing one. So it's glowing doubly. It's got double glow.
It's 2, 3, 1, 4. So the tile 2 and 3 in row 2 are glowing, and when someone steps on the first row, second tile, there's this weird double glow.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Since we're up top, it's us 3, and then you're the only one that's still down
Yeah.
over there.
No, they haven't climbed up yet.
Okay.
They're just in the gap.
But they have crossed the board.
They are through. They have crossed over the tile pattern.
When the fire occurred, could you guys tell if it happened up where I am, or where am I high enough now to where if it were to happen?
No, because Petal didn't get hit and she was on Capes's shoulder.
How
Yeah.
about everybody get out of the room? I can actually press these tiles without having to necessarily be close to them.
I mean, should I cross the board or do you want me to stay on this side?
I would say maybe even exit the room. So because if you're in the room and down on the ground floor, that's where the fire swept across. It might be safer just to maybe back out
I
maybe
can
a couple of
climb
feet,
back down this
or
side of
just
the ledge.
step outside of the room as much as possible.
So
I
if you
was-
climb back down to the blade pit,
Yeah.
blade trap area, you can do that. There's like a little gap.
And then when the fire fire came out, there wasn't any down there.
Anyone on that level will take fire damage regardless of where they are, but if you were on like the little ledge 7 feet below,
right?
No
Okay.
sweat. You're fine.
I can climb back down there then.
Okay.
I can also just cross the pattern if you want.
If you'd like to.
Side.
Yeah, I just want to be able to push this without
I
hurting
think
anybody.
it might be a good idea for all of us to be together.
I
Let's stay together.
Okay.
And he kind of, Cabez kind of like lifts Petal up and puts you up on the next.
Where is the door in comparison to where I am now? If he puts me up on the next one, is that where the door
you're
is?
Like right in front of the there's like that 1.5 foot. I'll say this one's a little deeper, probably like 2.5 feet, so more people can fit up there. But it just leads to this door that has the 4x4 pattern, no handle, nothing.
Okay.
And these faintly glowing. There's the 4 faintly glowing ones.
Can I reach the pattern, or is it too high for me?
You could reach the first rung of the 2x2 pattern.
Okay.
If you wanted to.
I see.
Make an investigation check for me.
Okay, we'll do.
In that process, I'm just gonna pull myself up.
Okay.
Okay, dang it. I went to open my character sheet and I got a notification on Slack from you and accidentally opened Slack instead.
Getting back to Dix.
Let's see. Investigation, you said, right?
Yeah.
11.
Okay. You look this door over and all you see is these faintly glowing squares, and you rolled an 11. Yeah, that's all you can see, or nearest you can figure. There's just.
Can I distinguish the 4 that are Okay. So,
It looks like roughly the height that a person on top of a person.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we just try pressing them on the door instead of on the floor?
Well, okay, sure. I mean, as long as we're all out of the way of the fire.
Once I'm back up.
Yeah, let me cross it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone get over here, but I think now that we're over here, this probably has to do with the door and not the room before this.
Okay.
Or we
I
could
mean, I
all,
still want to push those tiles.
we could
That's fair.
need to push them all at the same time too. Is that something that you can do?
No, I can push one at a time, but before we do that, I'd like to push the ones that glow differently just to see if it was trapped. So you should probably climb up here with us if you can.
Yeah.
Getting over. What check do I need to make for the?
Make an athletics check to do the hop.
Ooh, not bad. Athletics check.
Not bad at all.
15. -1.
No sweat for you.
Still.
Okay.
So you get over the other side and you climb up, and now you are all in this 2 foot and I'd say it's 10 feet across, and I'll just say it's 5 foot.
Feels very uncomfortable. Just
Okay. I will attempt to mage hand one of the tiles that is not one of the ones in the initial pattern and depress it.
Of the 4, basically, of the 4 blue ones.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, everyone make a
No.
Constitution saving throw.
God damn it!
We're all up on the other side.
Yeah, you're right all in front of it. I want you all to make this.
Son of a gun.
You actually never mind.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
That's not great. I got an 8.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
It wasn't the fire.
Bruh.
What did you say you got?
13.
You got a 10.
8.
Oh man. Okay. There is a thunderous boom.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you, Alabaster and Capes are pushed back. Oh, you take 9.
Okay.
And you take 9, Alabaster, and you take 4 thunder damage, Jade.
Goodness.
And
1 hit point.
it's gonna get worse. You guys are thrown back 10 feet down into the previous area, and I would like you to make dexterity saving throws as you fall, and you two make another
Me?
No, not you. You're
Oh.
not flung backwards. But you were riding on Capes.
Yep.
Oh.
Actually, make me an acrobatics check.
Me?
Okay.
Yeah, make me an
9
acrobatics
points of
check.
thunder
You
damage.
got it.
And
Oh
then,
wait, you know what? I'm gonna use another luck point to try that again.
okay.
Acrobatics.
I'm rolling like shit tonight.
17.
Natural 20.
Okay, you're going to take 4 points of damage instead of 9, and you're not flung 10 feet back.
Woohoo!
Well, you rolled a 17.
Yep.
I will say that you, as Capask is flung backwards down the pit, basically, down the 7-foot escarpment, you leap off his shoulders and you grab the edge.
Good job, Biddle. I'm dead.
You land down below. It's less than 10 feet fall, so you're fine there. But make a dex saving throw.
Do I get my advantage because of danger sense?
Yes, because of danger sense.
Well, neither of those are great. Dex saving throw was 10.
Would it be possible for me, I know not as a reaction, so it's a tough ask, to cast Levitate on Capask before he hits the ground?
Make a... Because you made your save, I will say yes. Make a dexterity check.
Ooh, spicy in a good way. Dexterity, that is 19.
Alright, I will say you are fast enough that as this explosion happens, you realize what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunder Wave spell, there must be a glyph of warding in this door. The Thunder Wave spell that was just released has thrown your lizard folk companion down, and your quick mind just goes into action, and you cast Levitate, and right before he hits the ground, you start floating up. You're like, this is bad, fire, and then all of a sudden you're floating.
Capask, when you reach the ceiling, you can walk your way back to us by using your hands on the ceiling.
When I do that, you just see him really awkwardly just like...
Lizard crawl the ceiling.
Oh yeah, he just slowly turns himself around, and then you see on all fours just...
Okay guys, new plan. We're gonna take 10 minutes. I have a spell to cast, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. Are you guys okay if we rest for a minute, like just 10 minutes? Because I don't want to touch anything else until we figure this out.
That's fair. I mean, I could also heal again.
How long does this last?
It would probably be the last time I could do it today.
I
What do you think?
am pretty banged up.
Me
I
too.
would appreciate that.
Me too.
If you would like to do that, I'm just gonna take my time.
Let me down.
No, crawl the ceiling.
I did.
Cut.
I'm above you.
Oh, okay. I will release the spell so you can float harmlessly to the ground.
Okay.
Alright, well, I will also take the 10 minutes to heal again.
And while that's happening,
Thanks,
I'm
Bill.
going to cast Detect Magic, which I probably should have done when we got here. As a ritual.
That might have been a good plan.
Here's the thing. Alabaster's never been dungeon crawling.
There we
He's
go.
a people person.
Eight. 17
Damn.
Yeah.
to everyone.
Woo!
Woo! We're not worthy.
Thanks. I rolled an 8 and a 7 on that one,
Oh
so
man, that's
last time was a 5 and a 1,
Thanks,
so that was much
Petal.
better.
Burned to 2 lucks and a portent getting through this one goddamn
I know,
thing, and we're
right?
still not there. And one of my second level spells.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, so I will take the time I needed to cast to Detect Magic.
Well, while that's going on, does Jade have any ideas about this whole
Roll an intelligence check.
puzzle? Nope, probably not. 10.
Those floor tiles, don't touch the other ones because they explode us off of here.
So I gathered.
What
Make
about
that with unrolled advantage.
Nope.
Alright, never mind.
What about Pedro's idea?
What was that?
Press
Pressing the
press
button.
them on the door.
Oh.
Not the not.
Physically, no more magic.
Yeah, I can't hear shit. I'm meditating.
He says it to you.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I want to. Well, I guess. Wait, you're still working on your thing. I don't want to do it until after you're done.
Okay.
But once you're done, I think I should get up on Capask's shoulders and just press the buttons on the door that are glowing.
Oh, I thought you guys were doing it at the same time. Oh.
She healed us.
Well, yeah, but they both take 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that was good. I was figuring we could do it at the
so
same
we're both
time.
just chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine-
So you take your 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic.
Yes. And
Alright. You, as the ritual completes, you open your eyes and you can see the glyph of warding glowing very brightly in the door. Like, sort of like, imagine like a 3D sort of like overlay.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can sort of see into the wall in a weird sort of way. And you see squares 2 and 3 on rows 2 and 4 are all glowing, and you can see with an air of I'm gonna say it's conjuration. And what you get from this detect magic is there are 4 different strengths to the glow. The first row 2, square 2 is the brightest. Row 2, square 3 is the second brightest. Row square 2 on row 4 is the third brightest, and square 3 on row 4 is the fourth brightest. And you can see the connection between the you can see how the enchantments are woven together. You can see how basically these 4 squares open the door. Like you can see like sort of a frame of magic around the whole door.
Okay.
And then you can also see how they also are attached to the glyph of warding. And what you can surmise is if you are not in the proper configuration and press them in the wrong order, then you will experience the glyph of warding. But if you are in the right configuration and press them in the right order, it will open the door.
Okay. I will, once I see this and my mind clears and I understand the nature of the puzzle, I will mage hand the puzzle to completion in the correct order.
Mage hand the puzzle.
Okay, so you conjure mage hand.
Because it would just have to be for, it wouldn't have, like, I didn't detect anything as far as, like, anything else, as far as, like, a detection spell or a spell that would, yeah.
I gave you all I can give you.
Wow.
So you mage hand and touch the first panel.
Do you share this information with us?
Well, I mean, I was, sure, I can say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, I let him know, you guys, the nature, from what I see, that magically, I can tell the order in which they need to be pressed.
Which one did you press last time?
One of the off ones. I correct?
And on the ground.
Yeah, I pressed it on the ground.
Yeah, I think we should just press it on the door.
No, I thought you pressed it on the door.
No, I pressed it on the ground.
Oh, for the initial thunder wave?
Yeah,
Oh,
I pressed the corresponding one on the floor.
nothing happens.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Well, I mean, whatever, we're
I
here.
thought you pushed it on the door.
No, I pushed it on the ground.
You
So I
pushed it
wanted-
on the ground and nothing happens.
Okay, well, I mean, we're here now. I don't
So I guess we
Great, so
can
we're all
forget
full-
that the thunder
full
wave
hit
ever
points.
happened.
Hey, I get my
And
second level
you
spell
get your
back.
spell slot back, and you can have your luck back, and you can take your damage back.
Can we keep the healing?
Yeah, you can keep the healing.
If that's okay, or do you want to keep your spell?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say keep the healing.
Okay, and I keep my spell slot used.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so I will relay to everybody.
Well, it's sort of double-edged. Just like you guys get healed, but also she doesn't have a second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I will let everybody know the nature of this trap, that there's a glyph behind all of this.
Okay.
Because we still would have. I know that we're kind of retconning what would happen, but at this point,
Wait.
once I pressed it, there's
So
nothing happened.
What do you think the order is?
If we're still after this saying that the identify spell was still a logical next step,
Not
Yeah.
identify, detect magic.
that's what I'd say. Detect magic. I will advise them exactly how you advised me. The number and order corresponding tiles.
From the brightest glowing to the least?
Yes.
So you two make
That's what I would assume.
You two
Well-
make an intelligence check.
I don't know if that's the right order.
No. I'll just let you guys know
make
that was the order.
one-
An intelligence check, you said?
Fuck it.
An intelligence check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just do it.
16.
6.
No. Natural 5.
Bad.
16?
From the rest of the shrine, the way the rest of the shrine is sort of configured and the theme of everything going on, you think that the rider-carrier duo must press things in the right order.
So actually, I look over at you,
On the
Oda,
floor.
think. Go
Not
press it with
floor.
your mage hand. Fine.
So somebody has to be riding on somebody's shoulder?
Yeah, it's too high.
Oh,
That's
on
why I
the
said I
board?
wanted to get on Quebec's shoulders and just press the
Oh.
buttons.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that.
I think you guys should.
You get a harebrained idea that
Yeah.
maybe that if Capask and Pedal were doing the rider-carrier thing, and Capask went bottom left, bottom right, and Pedal went top left, top right, that might open the door.
I relay that information.
Let's do it.
I do it.
Click, click.
Click, click.
All right, so you
And I
climb
make that
up-
noise when I do it.
Okay. So
And yeah, so Pedal
scramble
climbs up on
onto
me.
Capask's shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Capask pushes the bottom left, then the bottom right, then Pedal top left, top right, and then there's this rumbling sound, and a little bit of dust falls from the ceiling as the door raises up,
It raises up. Okay.
and you can see before you the floor of this dusty 40-foot high, 20-foot wide chamber is littered with dinosaur bones. Webs stretch from the walls to a central 30-foot tall pillar coiled around which is a narrow staircase, its steps covered with dust. Carved into the pillar are reliefs of a man carrying a crocodile. The reliefs follow the stair to the top, on which sits a large, beautiful ceramic jug.
Uh-oh.
Your detect magic is still going on.
Yes.
40-foot high, 20-foot. It's a 20-foot chamber. You would get. Actually, you don't pick up anything.
No, it's only 30 feet.
From the doorway, it is about. Oh no, you get a definite air of magic enchantment coming off of this jug.
Okay.
And you also pick up that there are 4 glyphs of warning embedded into the staircase of the pillar.
I will relay that information. Absolutely.
The glyphs are on steps. There are 30 steps. The glyphs are on steps 3, 10, 17, and 23.
I will, Professor Jade, there are warded steps of warning, and I will read off the number as I count them, but also say we better not step on those. And perhaps I don't ever want to say this again in this type of place, but being that I can see them, maybe I should take the lead? Or, no, I mean, I could just number them.
Whatever you think is best.
I'll walk behind you so
What?
you can maybe look to see if there's any other traps, but I can only see ones of an arcane nature, so I'll point them out. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Do I see anything
This
else?
place is terrifying.
Make an investigation check.
Is he helping?
No. He already helped by identifying 4 glyphs of warding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Alright.
fair.
I can't imagine there. I mean, maybe it's just those. And that jug is definitely magical.
As far as you can tell, there are no traps.
Oh.
No mundane traps.
Okay.
I can. That jug is magical. If this may be reckless before we get started, but I can just send Kazoo to go get the jug.
It might be on a trap itself. Does
Well-
anyone have a bag of sand? Sorry, I had to go there.
I would appreciate it if you did that more often. Or I could just send Kazoo up the stairs. There's appears to be web up there too. I can have him take a torch and just see what's there.
Sure.
But
Whatever
wait,
hurts to have more
what is
information.
the nature of a glyph of warning? It's not usually a trap. It is usually a
It's
warning.
kind of a trap.
No, but it's like a
Warding.
oh
Warding.
warding.
Not
Okay.
warning.
The
Okay.
same as the door.
Okay, I misheard that. Okay. I just didn't want it to be like a ring, 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 like warning, because
No.
that would affect whether or not I would send.
Warding.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think? Should we go up and see, or should I send Kazoo to go steal that magical jug?
It never hurts to have more information.
Can I roll a nature check on the webs to see if I think there's anything
Sure.
living?
Mm-hmm.
Get nature too,
14.
Oh yeah, it's true.
The webs look like just ordinary spider webs.
Okay, but not like something I'd be more concerned about.
No,
Not like giant spider webs.
no, not
Okay.
giant.
All right. Well, I say we go up.
As you
In that
look, you
case-
can kind of see like it's more like a spider colony
Yeah.
sort of situation, and you can see lots
Gross.
of little bodies moving in this large web structure.
Even worse.
Yeah.
So send
It's-
Kazoo up with a
it's
torch and
pretty
burn them all.
heebie-jeebie, but like,
Okay. Is it,
They're
you
not
let
gonna
us know?
attack us.
No, that was
yeah,
that was Roz just
unless you
saying
guys
that.
like do something silly like
Fall
like-
into them.
slice it open or like fuck with it. It's easily avoidable. I'll say that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was more going on the last.
It's oogie.
Oh yeah, I was more going on the idea of the last Sins game we did, where you opened a door and threw a torch into a room that had giant
that's true.
spiders,
I didn't
and then just
know
like
all those
close the
things.
door
I know.
and just
I
like
burned
let
them
that
all.
go. I was gonna say just send Kazoo up to do that, but that's fine.
No,
Nope,
this looks like
it was great.
Smart.
Let me just tell
a
you.
non-threatening
I know.
spider colony.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's ascend the stairs. Just watch out for those ones in particular.
Which ones?
I'll point them. I'll walk alongside you and point them out as we go.
Good plan.
So there's a
You
stair.
can't okay, so the staircase that spirals around the pillar is 2 feet wide, and each step is 1 foot higher than the next. So it's
Oh.
it's narrow.
Okay.
Would you like to walk on my shoulders?
The
Or
jug
stand on
is
my
on the
shoulders.
top of the pillar.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh well, if
it's a 30-foot high pillar.
Send your monkey.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm just gonna send Kazoo to get that jug if everybody's okay with that. We just
Send him to
I
look
mean-
at it. Will you look at it?
Okay. Yeah, that's a
And
good
just
idea.
See
Okay.
what's underneath it.
You're,
Let's look at it
this
first.
is your thing. You let me know.
Let's not be
I got
grabby with
burned a
magic
lot.
stuff.
Okay, I can do
Especially
that.
after fire and thunder.
Thanks, Professor.
Brimstone.
Yeah,
There
that's
was
the next
brim-
step.
I thought that's what I smelled. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'll send Kazoo up.
Okay.
Just
Are
take
you looking through his eyes?
Yep.
Roll perception check.
You've been going so long.
Not great. 11.
Continuation.
Looks normal.
The jug, it appears normal, but I know it's magical.
Well, then the jug is magical.
Yes, exactly. But it just looks like a jug.
So then get him to grab the jug. Sorry,
With,
that's just.
with how many things that have been set up for people on people's shoulders, and is this the Batiri shrine?
It's not a Batiri shrine. It was built by humans.
Oh, okay. I was like, maybe we should send people up on people's shoulders, but
It would
I
be
feel
the
like
way.
if something was going to trigger up there, it would be with a person being up there trying to get it in mind, not a flying monkey. That perhaps it would be something more damaging up there. Not. I feel like we're at low risk being this far away from it. We haven't even hit the stairs yet.
is
So-
there anything like on the walls, like they have the holes, the spouts?
Make a perception check for me.
Perception. 13.
Just enough. You notice that the bricks on the ceiling above the jug and in other spots around the room look a little weird, a little off to you.
Mm.
So above and the walls?
No, it's like in different spots. Like it would cover a large area, but there's like a large swath of bricks that look not quite right. A little like offset.
Okay. I think I will share that information and
Would you like me to take a closer look with Kazoo since he's?
sure.
I'll have him investigate the bricks or just perceive the bricks.
He
You
floats up.
perceive the bricks.
Yeah, he was already
Well,
up
if
there.
you're working through him, you can roll investigation.
Okay.
Through using your investigation.
That's much better. 23.
Nice.
These bricks are rigged to fall.
Just-
Oh.
Fallen bricks. Okay.
Classic.
Yeah. Just figure that they're just rigged
There's
to
some
fall down.
sort of trigger, and you're not sure what that trigger is.
I would surmise
can
that
guess.
maybe the floor, but the bricks are rigged to fall.
Is there a way to, like, if we stand in the doorway, are we
Out of brick range.
out of brick range?
It looks like the bricks extend up to the doorway.
We could either trigger the trap when we're outside of the room, or just avoid the glyphs on the floor.
I think triggering would be a bad idea in general.
But maybe it's just the. I don't know if it's
I mean, I thought the
jug that
glyphs
triggers it.
are the glyphs on the floor or are the glyphs on the stairs?
Stairs.
On the stairs, okay.
So
you get an evocation blip off of the glyphs.
okay.
You do not see any of the sort of tied,
Okay.
the strings that tie all these enchantments together like they did on the door.
Yeah, normally,
Right.
like if it was attached to the bricks, I would probably see like a,
Yeah,
a,
you would
a
see
webbing.
kind of like a
Oh.
magic like
Okay.
webbing or some sort of like tether that like links the
Yeah.
glyphs to some sort of trigger to make
I
the bricks.
Right.
think I'm getting
You
the hang of
don't
this.
see-
I think
you
they're,
don't see-
they're not.
But is there
Connected.
anything
But
on the jug?
what if the thing that sets off the bricks is taking the jug
yeah,
off the
that's what I think.
I think
pedestal?
that's true too, but I really want that jug. I feel maybe we should investigate. The thing is, with the glyphs on the floor not being related to the bricks, Professor, do you feel comfortable maybe trying to find the trigger to that trap? Because I don't. They're not related.
Okay.
The glyphs trigger
Well-
something else entirely.
Is a glyph something that you can?
We would just need
You
to
know
avoid
which
trap?
you know which steps to avoid.
Right.
Yeah, they're
I can't-
completely unrelated.
I can't like,
You would have to go to the top of the pillar.
but it's not a trap that I can.
You can't.
No, I'm not talking
I
about.
can-
I'm talking
okay.
with the glyphs. I'm talking about
Just
there's a
avoid them.
there's a different trigger for the bricks
Oh,
than there
yeah.
is for
Okay.
the glyphs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
sure.
And
can
you
do
would
that.
be the best equipped person to find that trigger.
So I can go up the stairs, just avoiding those 3, 10, 17, and 23.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, the stairs just go to the.
You just spiral around the top to the top of this 30-foot tall pillar and this 40-foot tall pillar.
Okay, and that's where the jug is.
Yep.
Okay.
So I do that.
You can see this sort of like, there's a couple like high slot sort of windows that like just let it's like for lighting.
Mhm.
You can see light from the day, like kind of filtering down into the room. So I'd say it's probably yeah, it's probably brightly lit. It's brightly lit. It's
Well,
like,
Kazoo's up there with the torch.
right, that's true too.
So
Yeah, it's brightly lit. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just see like 40-foot high ceilings and this pillar that rises. And there's dinosaur bones all around.
Kapesk sits down because he is out of his element.
So you're going
Dinosaur
to
bones.
climb the.
Excellent.
You're going to climb the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
it's-
while this is happening, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Alabaster is going to be just on looking out for bricks. Like if he's taking the dodge action with not being in a fight, kind of what he's doing. He's just
Okay.
on.
Brick watch.
Yeah.
You climb the top. You skip the lift steps. You just go around this pillar, and this pillar is like just layered, layered relief of just man and crocodile. It's like a tessellation almost. It's just like they're patterned so they all fit together like blocks. It's like a houndstooth, but it's just this relief of man and crocodile all the way up. And you get to the top and make an investigation check.
Oh, that's what it was. So man and crocodile on the back.
Correct.
There we go. Okay.
What am I doing? Sorry.
Investigation.
Make an investigation check when you get to the top.
Don't break.
11. No, investigation's better.
Okay.
13.
Just enough. You notice there is some sort of there's some sort of trigger that is like a little plate underneath the jug.
Is it something
And
that
it
I
looks
can?
like something that moves.
Is it something that I can disarm or like set
You can't
off?
really see a way to like the way it's constructed. You can't really see a way to like jam it or prevent it from shifting.
It looks like a weight based.
Sort of. It's a little weird.
Throw up one of those
It's that-
dinosaur bones.
It sets off alarm bells in your head, but you're not sure how to like disarm.
I have an
Okay.
idea.
Switch it with a dinosaur bone about the same weight.
Can I actually roll a survival check to kind of try to find something that looks about the same size?
Okay, yeah.
Well, do I think that would work?
You're not sure. Yeah, you're not sure.
16 to find a similarly sized.
Sure. You get what you think is a good approximation.
And I throw it up to Jade.
Oh. That seems like a bad idea. Maybe just bring it up with Kazoo.
Make a sleight of hand check. Jade.
Okay. Oh, that's
Do I have to
actually
make
pretty
a... See?
21.
Not that bad.
Yeah, you just grab it out of the air. And you think it's probably about equal.
Use that one.
Another idea
Yeah,
I have
I'll let them know what's going on.
also is being that I can grab it from here. Either way, we would have to deal with the bricks. I could try to grab it down here if we could somehow protect ourselves in a small area from the bricks that would just fall overhead, and then it would just trigger everywhere else. It's another way. That way you don't have to be up there at risk of getting bludgeoned by bricks.
I'm worried if things start falling.
No, it'll happen regardless if she fails.
This is true.
So, but this way we would all be able to potentially shelter ourselves in one small area, and maybe is there a way for us to just shelter a small space?
I do not have anything. I have my sword, and I don't feel a ceiling would crush me no matter what. I could try if you all want to hide under me and my sword.
I don't know if that would be the best bet.
I'm
I'm just
very
I'm
concerned.
The trap? What did you say? It's a plate?
There's some sort of like,
a pressure plate thing.
yeah, imagine like,
Indiana Jones style, lift it up.
it is somewhat Indiana Jones style.
Yeah.
But you're not sure.
If you are going to do it, can you let me know first so I can step out back to the other room?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, do you have any better ideas, anybody?
That's really the only idea I have.
Not touching the jug.
I couldn't mage hand it because I did detect magic it, but I wouldn't be able to mage hand it from the door. I wouldn't have range of 30 feet.
You'd have range, but I think it's only 10 pounds for mage hand. You're unsure.
Yeah.
You're not sure. It could be heavier than 10 pounds.
Does it look like it's heavy?
Damn.
If it's got anything in it, it definitely will be over 10 pounds.
That's true.
While I'm rifling through the bones, can I investigate them? Like, why is there so many dinosaur bones?
I'll use your previous survival check.
Okay.
It looks like they were sort of like placed in honor and reverence.
Okay.
Uh,
So not like nothing doesn't
maybe
outside
a
of that.
similar sort of situation might happen in some burial in some of the grander burials of your own people. Maybe?
Sure. None of them seem odd. Minus the fact that they're there.
You don't really. They just look like they've been meticulous. They've been placed with great care. But you don't notice anything else.
Stone, I would like that back after we're done with this jug.
Professor, another idea is that. Well, never mind. That's a bad idea.
Say it. There are no bad ideas.
Okay. I was thinking that we could all leave the room and I could just have Kazoo grab it, and then if the unfortunate thing happens where he gets banished by Brick, I can take the time to bring him back, but then he would drop the jug.
Ooh, yeah.
And so that might not work either.
Yeah.
But that jug is definitely radiating magic, and I feel like it would be a shame for us to leave it in here.
Can I roll a religion check
For what?
to figure out in the reverence of the bones and the setting of the thing?
Oh.
Gather any. I mean,
It's
I'll
gonna
even
be
take.
real hard.
Can I take it at disadvantage because I have?
No, I won't give you a disadvantage, but I'm going to make the DC pretty high because
Not a problem.
you have lived in a life of
Not this.
not
kind of-
this.
Not this.
Well, would I know?
I would do it, but I'm focused on traps.
I think I'm more doing it outside of like just kind of in searching around, just kind of like.
I don't think. I think you're more concerned with like the rest of the room. You haven't really paid attention to the dinosaur bones.
I also am feeling not like. I don't think Capes could actually say anything out loud while he's doing this. That's 11.
For a religion check?
Yeah.
Oh, humans. Maybe there's a tribe
Humans
of
are
humans out
fucking
there.
weird.
Well, it's not weird because your people do this sort of thing.
I know.
They were
But
weird.
inside like this, not for the sky. Don't agree.
Your people don't build things out of stone, and that is very strange to you.
It is.
I
know.
But you find some sort of relation to your own people, but it's familiar, both familiar and strange at the same time.
Okay.
Professor, I defer to your wisdom on this one. I don't know outside of what I've already suggested anything that I can offer. One thing I will do you need the light source up there that Kazoo was providing?
No.
Kazoo flies back to me, and we will both slowly step towards the door.
Okay.
Capes like putting
My
out.
well,
Where are you going?
the thing is, I don't know how much this base. What is it? Jug. I don't know how much this jug weighs.
maybe
without
that-
picking it up.
Is there maybe something
an
we're missing?
intelligence check.
I mean, I can't tell if there's anything in it.
I know. Just
Okay.
make an intelligence check. For me.
18.
You seem wary of this jug and think that you just think that maybe keeping in theme with the rest of the shrine might be a good idea.
2 people.
Do you?
That's what I thought. Step on it.
Kazoo.
Hey, Petal and Capesk, how do you feel about continuing your teamwork?
For jolly cooperation.
Praise it.
Indeed.
I feel grossly incandescent. Let's do it.
Yep.
Alright, so I'll go back down, avoiding those stairs, so
if
they
you-
can come up.
Petal, will you show me which stairs are bad?
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
She
absolutely.
doesn't know numbers.
I don't.
He's a grog.
He's a grog. Not a problem.
Okay, I want you all to make, or you two to make me 4 dex checks.
Oh shit.
4 dex checks each.
4 dex checks each. You make yours with advantage.
Okay. Crab baskets.
Just checks, not saving throws.
They are. Oh no, they're acrobatics checks.
Acrobatics
Alright.
checks, got it.
What the
Make
shit?
4 acrobatics checks and you do it with advantage.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna be out the door.
12,
Alabaster.
First one
Yeah.
is 10.
6,
Second one is 9.
Oh god, do you have guidance?
Okay, at the second one,
nope,
Dang it.
I don't.
Petal slips from your shoulders, and
No.
I want
No, shit.
you fall and take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and you guys have to go back to the bottom and start again.
Interesting. Alright. Wait, how many did you say? 3?
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Got it.
All right, so
Do it again.
yeah,
Got it.
both don't fail, and you'll be fine.
Alright.
Okay, that's an 18.
So, number 1 is a 12 again.
Okay. you both
Next
pass.
one is 21.
And my second one is 14.
Okay. Pass.
No, that one's a 7.
And 5.
Oh,
God damn it.
no.
Petal, no!
Petal slips
Stop
off
falling
again.
off my shoulders.
Actually, you both fall this time, and you
Ow!
each take 6 points of bludgeoning.
6.
Do you guys want some help in there?
Yeah, maybe.
No, we got
No, we got this.
Why? I don't see.
It's not that I don't believe
Capesk, you do find that it is easier for you to navigate this whole scenario because there's a smaller person on your shoulders. You do pick up on this in this whole trial.
Yeah.
So let's start again.
All right.
4 dex checks.
natural 20.
Nice.
7.
You both, just one of you both don't fail.
14.
7.
Oh, God. 20. 30, 20.
15.
Nice.
One more.
Okay.
Yes.
We got this. Ah! Hey, 17.
12.
Boom.
Yay!
Do,
Alright.
do.
So you make it to the top, and here before you sits
Oh.
a jug.
There's a jug. What do we do with the jug now?
Question.
What do we do with the jug now? Do we?
Is
Did
that
I have
can I make a
ideas?
perception check
What did you guys go up there for?
to see if I can notice a separation of like the plate underneath the jug?
Right.
You see, I mean, once she pointed out
Okay.
it's there, you see it, but, like, I don't know. What was the point of you climbing to the top if
Well, I'm saying I can. Is the plate underneath the jug big enough for me to step on it or put my foot on it?
not really, it's like higher, like,
Can I hold?
Oh.
I mean, did
Maybe.
I have ideas about how two people stacked on each other would?
Like, okay, so we probably need 2 sets of hands.
What do we have?
So, I mean,
lift the
maybe
jug
one.
up
Yeah, I was
and
gonna say
hand it
maybe
to
one of
you.
us have to lift the jug while the other one does something with the plate.
Holds it down.
Oh yeah, I guess just holds it down.
Or unless there's 4 handholds and then you all grab the jug.
I can hold down the plate.
But then-
or hand you the jug.
But then,
I
like,
left-
do I
left
just
that
stay up
dino
there?
bone up there for
You know what I
you guys.
mean? Like at that point, it's like then
If I'm stuck on the plate, leave me here.
just leave me.
I left that dino bone up there.
Oh, I can use this. We can replace it. Is that how that works?
Probably.
Probably. Let's try this.
Let's do it.
Oh god. I'm out of the room.
Yeah.
So you
guys
lift
are terrible.
you lift the jug.
Sorry. I
You
used
lift the
the
jug, and
thing.
I will slide in a thing underneath.
Wait, no, you're above me. You lift the jug.
Oh,
and
okay,
I will.
that's true.
I will do something with.
I mean, I was just
Yeah.
pointing out that you were on his shoulder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not know. Please lift the jug.
I guess
will
I was
deal
more
with the
thinking
plate.
I would get down off your shoulders, but there's probably isn't room for 2 of us to stand next to each other up here, right?
Looks like it's made for one person or one person carrying another person on their shoulders.
Okay, well
In
then
terms of
I'll
space.
lift up the jug.
I will place my hands upon the plate.
As you see now that you're looking at the jug, it's a sort of got these 2 like pattern around the top and the bottom, and then there's all these like corks sticking out of different odd angles, and like a cork sticking out of the top.
Oh.
So you lift up the jug and you put your hands on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
She lifts up the jug and you put your hands on the plate, and you don't feel anything. It just feels solid to you, actually.
It doesn't like try to push against his hands?
Nope.
Oh.
Nothing happens.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's a
dun.
okay. I'm gonna remove my hands from the plate
Nothing happens.
and touch the jug. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Huh.
Do we just go back down with the jug now?
Yes.
Okay.
Good job, guys.
Way
You're
to
doing
go.
great.
We were rooting for you the whole time.
Yep.
So you guys just hold the jug as you descend.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
And I'll actually hold.
It's
on
not too heavy for me, right? Like
It's a little bit awkward.
I'll
It's going
help.
to be hard to hold on to him and the jug at the same time.
Well, can you?
Can I hold one hand on the jug while Petal holds the other, and she holds on to the side of my head?
She hands you the jug.
Yeah, and
you,
I'll just hold on,
like,
like.
Yeah, you
start
don't need
looking
your
about how
hands.
you're going to descend, and it's going to be hard. You won't have advantage descending. if
How's
you're
it
holding
going
on to
up
the
there,
jug.
guys?
We're figuring it out.
How heavy is the jug?
I could
It's
jump.
awkward, but
Do you think
30 feet.
Well, I could send Kazoo to come get the jug. If it makes it easier.
but that's the thing is I'm worried about like I think we just need to do this all the way the puzzles were
I
meant to be
think so.
done because every time we try to fuck with the process, something
Well,
bad happens.
I'm gonna send Kazoo anyways in case you drop it, and he'll try
and he'll catch it. Okay, that's fair.
Let's go.
Let's just go back down.
Go back down. I'll hold the jug. It's
Okay.
a little heavy for you.
Alright, so if you hold the jug while you descend, you won't have advantage on the checks. You will just straight roll.
Yes, but can she actually carry the jug? Holding on to
She
my.
can't hold on to you and carry the jug.
Right.
She will have disadvantage on her dex.
Can we do it together?
Nope.
Okay.
You either
No,
lose advantage.
Straight
Either
roll.
let's
She's
let's
either
both of us do
disadvantage
straight
and you're
rolls,
advantage.
or I'm a
Well,
disadvantage
you
and you're
both
an
have to fail
advantage.
to fall. So yeah,
Let's do it.
You guys got
Straight
this.
rolls.
Yeah, just straight rolls.
straight rolls.
If you make a intelligence check,
Oh jeez.
make an intelligence check.
12.
Nice.
So close.
9.
Oh, hey!
Better
You
than.
guys don't have any better ideas.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Nope.
I mean, can I
No,
switch
that's fucking
with
go.
them?
That's
Looks
true.
like
You guys are outside of the room.
It looks like Capes would have an easier time if you had both hands free. Looks like both of them would have an easier time if both hands were free.
Maybe Kazoo should take the jug.
Yeah, I'll send. How about just Kazoo? We could just send him on the jug. Because the thing is, all the puzzles around here are just a person on top of another person, and nowhere in the parable did it have a person on a person with a jug. So I don't think that's part of
Sound
it.
logic.
Sound.
Yeah.
Rock solid.
So I think maybe it would be best if Kazoo got the jug. But if you guys want to hold on to it, that's fine too.
All right.
Okay.
He can lift a lot. So,
Give him the jug pedal. Let's go back down.
Flying Monkey takes the jug.
Okay.
And we descend, and you
Brings it
have
back
your
down.
advantage back.
Nothing happens when Kazoo takes the jug.
He brings it back
Make
to
your
me.
4 checks.
First one. 10.
18.
Nice.
8.
21.
Yeah.
5.
15.
Jesus.
9.
Stop that. 17. Good job.
Well, one of you passing the
Fucking pedal just
successfully
wheels.
passing the
Yeah, that's-
DC-10 acrobatics check.
Feet willy-nilly.
So every time we had to make a check, the best
I'm-
you had to grab your feet and straighten you out.
I'm just very excited that we actually got the jug, and so I'm busy shooting off fireworks with minor illusion. Just
Stop! Please!
It does make things difficult. Eventually, you make it to the bottom.
If we don't mind taking a breather, I can see what this thing does. I am painfully curious.
That's
How
fine.
about- Let's get
I'll
back
say
out.
it's easy enough to, now that you know about all of the different things, it's easy enough to exit this place.
Oh, okay.
Great.
If you
Excellent.
so desire.
We'll have plenty of time on the boat.
There's
Well, I
no
mean,
other.
It's only
there's
10
no other
minutes. Maybe
rooms
just when we
that we
leave
saw.
the temple,
No.
just to see what it does.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll exit.
I'm anxious to get back to Mushuri and what's her
Girl.
face? Girl.
As best exit, the effective rock and stone that he is so unused to, he gets out and just you see him stretch out as wide as possible. Just
Unless
on the way out-
Kapesk asks me to, I stay on his shoulders the rest of the time.
Aw,
Okay,
cute.
what happens once you all reconvene? What are you doing with the jug? Before you leave, I want to know what happens before you leave.
Well, right now, before we leave the room entirely.
Before you leave the shrine.
Oh, the
What
shrine.
happens, once you descend and meet at the bottom, what happens?
Well, I was wanting to identify it here, but I believe the consensus was that we should leave and leave the temple.
Can your monkey keep the jug?
Yeah, he's fine with that.
It's kind of awkward for him to carry. He won't,
Not as comfortable with it.
it's pretty big.
Oh, okay.
It's probably a good idea to know what it is. You might be right.
It's, taller than him.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. If you
He's
guys,
a small
I think we
Yeah,
should take the time
yeah,
to do.
he's like
to-
gnome size.
I can.
No, I'd say he's smaller than that.
I can also carry it, and we can identify
Is
it.
he small or tiny?
He's small, and he
Okay.
can lift 140 pounds. So he
Dang.
has some oomph to him.
I will say it's hard for him to carry. It's awkwardly
120
shaped.
pounds.
I would say it's more awkwardly shaped.
Okay.
It's kind of around, so he has to
Okay. Well,
waddle a little bit while he carries it.
then I'll say just have him set it down next to me, and I'm just going to sit down and begin casting Identify.
Inside the shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you all take 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I still don't get off of Kapesk's shoulders unless he asks me to.
No, at this point, Kapesk just starts pacing around, just looking up at the pointed out
10
ceiling.
minutes are up,
Mm-hmm.
and you have that.
Ooh.
If Kapesk seems uncomfortable while I'm on his shoulders, I'll pat his head and be like, "It's okay, buddy. We'll be out of here soon." I hug him a
Doesn't
little
weigh
bit.
that much, you don't-
Oh, it doesn't. No, it doesn't bother me. It's I'm getting uncomfortable underneath what I have been told is possibly a trap. And I'm just like I want to go.
Everything seems fine.
It's okay. If a brick falls, it'll hit me first.
This is a fascinating creation.
Tell us about it.
If one were to, in this case, name a specific liquid that this item can create and uncork the jug, it can pour out up to 2 gallons per minute. We can have it create
There's different quantities for different.
acid. Yeah, different quantities. We could do acid or beer or mayonnaise. Oddly enough, wine,
Kerpesks.
salt water, fresh water, vinegar, oil, beer.
Before you finish your statement,
Uh.
Kerpesk grabs the jug from your monkey and goes, "My blood."
Well, no, it would still be. I had to touch it. It was on the floor.
Can I just pick it up?
Yeah. I'm just letting you know you didn't jack it from the monkey.
Oh, that's fine. I pick it up, go, "My blood," and
No.
Nothing
It,
happens.
no.
oh,
It's only one of these things.
I thought you said it could any. Oh.
No, just the ones that I said. It also. He looks at Professor Jade. Half an ounce of poison. So that's interesting.
That could come in handy.
It's a 12-pound
Cassie?
jug. Yeah.
There's so many ones. There's so many corks.
I want to see it.
More oil, or
Oh, neat.
vinegar. If we have maybe like a salad. We can do that.
Or
Is
You
it?
need to marinate a lot of
I'm
meat.
curious.
Or just put mayonnaise on it. Yeah.
Best you don't know what mayonnaise is.
I do not understand the term mayonnaise.
Oh, it's we'll try it later. You won't like it.
What is it?
It's actually a derivative from cows who create milk.
Not true
It's
at all.
not a dairy. Mayonnaise.
no, mayonnaise and dairy. It's
It's
just
oil
egg
and
and
egg.
vinegar, pretty
I'm gonna
much.
invent an intelligence check to know what's
Egg.
inside of mayonnaise.
Egg, vinegar,
I
lemon
don't-
juice.
I did. I rolled a 9.
You think that mayonnaise has dairy?
I think it has dairy in it. But it's not great. Honestly, out of all the condiments, it's not the best.
It's a copyright.
You're
Stuff
not
you
sure
put
how
on stuff.
mayonnaise is made.
I don't really-
You kind of think that it was invented by some kind of wizard.
Like when people put scents on themselves.
No, when people put scents on food and then eat it,
Why would you put a scent on a food?
because the way your nose smells things, your tongue tastes things.
It doesn't.
Mine,
Just a little bit,
that's-
a little bit of smoke. Just kind of rolls
It's
out of his
like
ears.
blood trickles.
Yeah.
Oh.
I minor illusion that.
I didn't think I was gonna have to explain seasoning. But that's
He
not
eats
the
raw
point.
meat.
Yeah.
No. I mean me as a human being. Is how seasoning works today.
Well, you have spent a lot of time around lizard folk.
That's
Yeah.
true. No, that's why I was trying to make it as basic as possible.
Awesome. So, what are you guys gonna do now? You've
Get the hell
identified
outta
this alchemy jug.
Should we? Is there anything else to do? Did you want to look around the room before we leave?
I'm curious if this jug will set off anything as we remove it from the temple.
Who knows?
I don't know, but
Make an investigation check.
14.
You notice that now that the jug has been taken from the room, that it seems like a lot of the magical effects have sort of ebbed away.
I feel that we can stay here and play with the jug if you feel it's safer.
There's like a strange stillness about the place. Where
Ooh,
before there
like
was
a
kind
bad.
of more
okay.
like
Danger sense. goes.
The
you see,
the
like,
buzz of all
you
the
know-
magical traps isn't there anymore.
yeah, kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
moving from like a place with a lot of fluorescent lighting to like not a lot.
This is nice. Okay.
So like there's like this sort of almost imperceptible background sort of white noise that you didn't even notice up until this point, and then now this shrine is strangely more quiet, and you didn't even notice it at
Great.
first.
Let's
Cool.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's leave.
Also, Kerpesk may not understand what mayonnaise is, but Roz himself is disgusted by the fact that jug can create 2 gallons
Oh,
of
dude, it's
mayonnaise.
Costco. Costco as fuck.
Ew.
You
Why
ate
would
it.
That's
you
so
need
much
that?
mayonnaise.
We can host mayonnaise wrestling.
No.
Oh wait, no, I can a quart of oil or
If you
2
can
gallons of
invent
mayonnaise.
ranch dressing, you'll make a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's true. But he already doesn't understand what spices are.
Yeah.
And then you could wait 1 day and poison the ranch dressing. 'Cause we have that too.
Oh, it's just like a
There's
once a
no
day thing.
refrigeration, so waiting 1 day would probably be poisoning the ranch dressing anyway.
Next dawn, it can do any of these again.
Got it.
Ew.
Unless you do all your cooking late at night.
So yeah, we all leave.
So you all exit the. Who's got the? What's going on?
Go
I'll
past
carry, I'll
cast the
carry
jug.
the jug.
All right. So you just walk out of there carrying this thing.
Yep.
Make a smell perception check for me as you leave.
Smell perception.
Goblins. No.
7.
You have advantage, right?
Do I?
As a litter folk.
Jazz, wonder, dexterity, hunt.
Do you not?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Man, you can't smell shit.
Nope.
Okay. What did you roll?
7.
Even with that low roll, you can smell goblin like much stronger than you could before. And you hear Mushari call from the outside as you were exiting.
Oh no.
Sirs and ma'ams, pleased to be helping us, please.
What is wrong? I have a jug.
And as you exit, you see a group of about 9 goblins
Gerbos.
with like bows drawn. Various have bows drawn, and one sort of bigger than the rest. They all have like wooden masks of different animals. There's like one with a triceratops, and one sort of with like this weird ape-looking thing, and they all have like these wooden masks. And one slightly larger than the rest steps forward. It's got a little more fanciness about all of its sort of accoutrement. It pulls off the mask and says, it starts speaking in Goblin.
Oh.
Does anyone speak Goblin?
Nope.
I don't think I do. I doubt it.
I could if I had
Nope.
10 minutes.
You don't think you have 10 minutes.
No.
So they speak and
Well,
they just
can I jump in for a second here? As an anthropologist, someone who understands cultures, is there any way for me to non-verbally discern what it is they're trying to convey?
make an insight check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you are not familiar with this land or the goblin tribes that
Nope,
dwell
I'm
in
just
it.
going just off of my
Yep.
knowledge.
Yeah, but he...
I hear you. No, it makes sense.
No, I mean, I was going to say that Contest wouldn't
Yeah.
probably be trying to infer that much.
5. That's 16 and an 8. So yeah,
You
5.
can't really discern what they're trying to communicate. The goblin stops speaking goblin after like a few sentences and just says, "You pinkskins! What did you get from there? You must give to me."
Nothing.
No.
Pinkskins. Excuse me.
I mean, it's just us two. I
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty.
Pretty pink.
There's also Undril and Mushari, sort of pinkskins.
No.
We found nothing of value. Just this jug.
You give jug to me.
No.
It,
You give
Listen.
jug to me, or we attack you.
and
And
we,
they all sort of like,
What gives you the right? We were the ones who took the damage, solved the puzzle.
"This is our tribe's land. You must give to us."
Where's your monkey?
Oh, he's right in front of us. He's right out there with us.
I would like to give it to.
Give now.
I would like to give it to your monkey.
Why are we giving him the thing?
No. I just don't want to hold it anymore.
Fair. I will cast sleep on their leader.
With that, we'll take a quick break because I'm going to set up
Deal.
a map and we're going to roll initiative.
Start fight.
We are starting the fight! Alabaster Corbin Boggs, multi-pass!
Multi-pass. At a glance, what weapons are these things carrying?
They have, the 8 lesser or regular looking goblins all have scimitar, like crudely made scimitars and short bows. The bigger one has a scimitar and some javelins
Okay.
strapped to their back.
Okay. We can do this. I will go ahead and it's a risky move, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to cast Sleep at 2nd level onto. Let's just start with the Rinky Dinky guys. So aiming more towards the ones. Actually, you know what? Let's just center it on the leader. Fuck it.
How big is it?
Well, it is
What's the radius?
creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose. So it
And you're
fans out
centering
from
it here.
there.
A 20-foot radius?
Yeah. So I roll, in this case, 5, 6, 7 d8, and then any damage, of course, carries over from the starting person to
Alright,
the
you
next
get
person.
8 of these goblins.
Okay.
Or you get, 6 of these goblins.
Awesome.
It goes lowest to highest or highest to lowest?
Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points,
Okay.
each creature affected by this spell.
Okay, we'll roll for it.
Okay, and so I said, what, 5, 6, 7. I'm borrowing your d8s, but they're all your dice anyways.
Alright,
Why
just roll it.
you gotta be like that?
How many?
Still the DM's dice.
Well, it's, you're not the DM right now. 7 d8s, casting it at 2nd level.
Okay.
That's not bad, not great. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
You watch as these 3 goblins fall asleep.
Nice.
They're just like
And I will use my movement to move back. Sorry.
Is this you?
Yes, I will use my movement to move back into the opening of the temple. Was there a lip or a wall I could hide behind back there?
not really. It seems like
Pretty linear hallway.
yeah, basically.
Okay, well I'll still try to move back into the doorway if possible. And that is my turn.
Okay, Jade, you're up.
Boop-a-doo. I'm gonna whip out my rapier and obsidian dagger, and I'm gonna go over to this guy and take 2 attacks.
Alright, because I said that you could do it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Do you not want me to?
Yeah, let's stick with the normal rules now that I know.
Okay. I got rid of my other weapon that I could use with it though.
With your other dagger.
Yeah, I got rid of my short sword.
No, you would still need 2 light weapons.
Short sword is.
Short swords are light weapons. Yeah.
And finesse?
Not finesse. They're just light weapons.
Oh. So I need like a
No, they're finesse
scimitar.
weapons too.
So I need like a scimitar, probably.
Maybe they are. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah, no, it is. I looked it up because I have a 2-weapon fighting fighter on my game, and he uses 2 short swords.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could do short sword and dagger, but you got rid of it. You're saying?
Yeah, I got rid of it because
Well,
I.
I thought you. How'd you get rid of it? Did you sell it?
Yeah, because you said I could use a rapier, so I was like, sweet.
All right, go ahead. That's fine. If I said you could do it, we can do it.
I will amend it for next session. How about that?
It's not a big deal. Go for it. Just make your attacks.
Well, the first one is a 14.
You miss, but you can swing with your offhand.
That's what I'm gonna do. With
Okay.
the dagger. 19 plus 6, 25.
That hit full damage.
4 points of obsidian dagger damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
You inflict a pretty good wound on it.
go. Like, can I, like, kind of hide behind those rocks for a little cover?
You
Well-
can. You will.
No, I won't. Because I got
No.
fancy footwork, and if I make a melee attack against a creature, they can't make enough
Ooh,
Opportunity
Yeah,
attack.
because you're
that's
a
fancy.
swashbuckler. You can use your cunning action to roll a stealth check to hide behind the rocks.
Oh. Yeah. How do I do that?
You roll a stealth check for me.
20. Non-natural.
Alright, you believe that you are hidden. That brings us to Undril, who will use her bonus weapon or action to summon a spiritual weapon.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Sweet.
We got a lot of options.
Mm-hmm.
Justin got me the full swap of like spell effect figures.
Oh, cool.
So now our bard has all 3 Bigby's hands.
Awesome.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Uh-huh.
I'm really excited that we're finally using it. Woo! Yeah. Bring it a hammer.
Undril will move up here and say, "Begone, foul beasts!" and will summon a spiritual weapon over here. You can't see that person right here. And make a melee spell attack. Let's see what that hits. No, it misses, unfortunately. But then she can. We'll look at the. We'll look at this one. This one you can see and cast Sacred Flame.
Sweet.
And just gotta make a dex save. Right, it's dex save for Sacred Flame. It makes it. Does nothing. Okay. That brings us to Baddies 1. Since 2 of the 4 baddies are incapacitated, so this
baddies.
goblin, 15, 20, and will attack Kazoo.
Kazoo, no!
Oh,
What did I
no.
do? It's all my fault.
13 to hit Kazoo.
Kazoo's armor class is 12.
Oh
Kazoo will take
Needs to be less than 3.
5 points of
Oh,
Poof!
no! Is he flying?
No, he was just on the ground.
Okay.
damage. Kazoo has a look of horror and screeches as it's suddenly cut short as they go poof.
That guy's gonna get fucked up.
And then he is going to run up and snatch the alchemy jug. 15, 20. And he's going to try to run.
He gets to hit him and take the jug.
Yep,
Wow, they can move
Dick.
a lot.
Angel gets a.
yep. That'll hit. Undril, I think it's just a mace.
We went through way too much shit for this jug to lose it to you idiots.
Shitiots.
I should have just levitated the jug. Get it now, losers.
You still could.
I mean, it was that or put 3 guys to sleep. And I was like,
Hits this goblin and clips him, but he stumbles off with the jug. And this one will scamper over here and go, "Hey, wake up!" and shake him and wake him up. And "Hey, wake up!" And
he would still be prone, right?
yeah, I just moved him up so I know which one's still asleep and which
Okay.
ones aren't. Wakes him up, and then that's the end of group baddies 1. Petal, you're up.
You can open that over there for me.
Yep.
Thank you.
All
You
right.
watch this goblin like run away. He's got a Triceratops mask on, and he like runs with it over his head. He's like running away.
I'm gonna fuck
He's
that
like
guy up.
cackling.
Well, I will use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh on my mace. And then... I will chase after that goblin
Okay, chase him
and
down.
scream, "Give me back our jug, you monkey killer!" and smack him real hard.
My diamonds.
Okay.
Give me back my diamonds. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Dang it. 9?
No.
Nope.
This is-
Well, I tried. I guess that's pretty much all I can do, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'll stay in melee.
That was
That wasn't just me, right?
No.
Okay.
turn off some lights, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. That was
Yeah.
Oh, the electricity in this house sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know if it. I mean, that could have just been like a quick brownout from
Yeah.
grid.
Let's not rule out poltergeist.
Yeah.
Mm.
So let's.
It's your baby being possessed.
I mean,
By the spirit of Hitler.
Ghost baby Hitler.
Damn it.
Ghost
Hitler.
baby Hitler.
Is that like a ghost of Hitler that is also a baby?
Yes.
It is.
It like crawls across the ceiling like train spotting and looks down at Xander while he's asleep.
My comfortable crib.
God damn it. Oh, I hate
That brings us to. Do you want to do? You use your bonus action. All right, baddies 2. These 3. This one goes. Hey, wake up!
God damn it.
Wakes him up.
I don't like that.
It takes their action. These 2. This one got stabbed and then was like, "Where'd he go?" Pulls out his short. These 2 pull out the short bows and they're gonna fire at the person that just put him to sleep. So.
Well, I'm back in the inside of the temple too, so if they have a line of sight on me, there we go.
I'll say a line of sight from there. And
Okay.
they'll make 2 attacks with their short bows. That'll be an 18 to hit.
I will cast shield.
Okay, what's that bring your armor class to?
20.
19 plus 4, 23.
Let's use a luck roll.
To make me re-roll that.
No. I'll use a portent roll. So that would be a 9 plus whatever his base is.
Plus 3s or 4s, so 13.
Boom.
Alright, misses.
So pull out my tarot deck of cards.
Pull out the arrow card.
Alright. The tarot deck. And yeah.
An arrow card.
I don't know, there's no arrow card.
There's rods.
There are rods, there are swords, but I usually use major
You could pull
arcana.
out your swords card. I'd
Right.
say that'd be like a blanket, make a weapon and miss like kind
Tight.
of card.
Mhm.
Alright, that brings us to Kapesk.
Finally. So, in turn he goes, "How dare you, NQ, steal from the chosen of the Scale Lord himself!" And rage.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel your blood boil and you
Draw a weapon, and I'm rushing straight
feel
towards the goblin.
the rage of the tyrant, the scaled tyrants.
Mm-hmm.
As you, what do you do?
Rush straight at the goblin that stole the thing and reckless attack.
Okay, roll an attack with advantage.
That second one was much better. The first one was a 9. The second one was 17 plus 4. That's 21.
Hits, roll damage.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You cut this goblin down, and the jug just falls to the ground and makes like sort of a hollow ceramic sound, but no like apparent damage.
Cool.
But it's on the ground. So you only have 1 attack. All right. That brings us to the goblin boss's turn.
You killed him?
Gobbo.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can I basically use my last movement to
You have a
Get
lot
it.
of movement, so you just keep moving.
I would say I would just like to kind of get around and kind of step in front of it if I'm not going to make it up.
Defend the jet.
Okay. The boss says, "Get up, you lazy gits!" And this one wakes up.
Such a lazy git.
Help you. Did Undrel attack anything with her spiritual weapon?
She did. She missed.
Oh.
Yeah, she didn't do so well.
The boss is just going to take this opportunity to.
Well, I thought it woke up its homie, right?
Well,
Oh. I like how it calls them lazy gits. Insult your people, Goblin.
it's going to move back and it's going to throw 2 javelins at Undrel.
Ooh.
That's what they do. Insult the people, not the javelins. That's the present. Oh, it can only make one of those. It throws. It makes 2 scimitar attacks. So I will actually just run up. It will run up and slash Undrel 1 time of the 2 attacks.
1 time.
1 time.
2 times.
Undrel takes 3 points of damage.
Oh no, Undrel!
Actually, it won't say 5. Let's take damage. Okay. Musharib! Mushari pulls out his short bow.
Becomes a whirling dervish and takes out every goblin
Actually,
on
he
the
pulls
field.
out his hand axe and runs up and tries to slice this guy.
As I said.
What?
Never mind, I forgot something.
What?
I get to do sneak attack damage against creatures if there are no other creatures within 5 feet of it.
Roll your sneak attack damage. Roll your sneak attack damage.
Okay. 10.
Alright, you kill this guy.
Yes.
Gabba down.
Man, that's a. Which one? It's a swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler.
That's cool.
They're real good.
That is
Yeah,
neat.
they're pretty good.
Sorry.
That's what
Pretty good
Anduin
at
was.
making Sabian
Or not Anduin, but
silent.
thank you. You have so many characters.
That
As do
mobility
you
just
all.
run in and fuck somebody up who's by themselves. That's really neat.
And then run away.
Yeah.
And then run away
Really?
like unhindered by attacking. That's
I like
great.
it.
Mushari misses. The goblin brings up a shield and it does not penetrate. And as a bonus action, he's going to Hunter's Mark the Leader.
Ooh, hey, whoa, hey, look at that.
That brings us to Kazoo.
Who is
dead.
poof?
Oh.
Ah.
First victim of the campaign. Flying monkey dies.
The leader-
Alabaster, your monkey has just been killed.
That's unfortunate.
You're-
Does not. I feel like
You watch as a tiny fez
that.
Boom.
floats to the ground. It's like the last thing that bamfs out.
Which is weird because in the Feywild it's still stuck to his head.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, in the Feywild, Kazoo can be whatever he wants, and he's free from
the confines of the Fez.
He is his true self in the
Shit's gonna
Feywild.
happen again, buddy.
uh,
I will.
he's actually the final boss of the campaign.
If I were,
Kazoo, you go to the Feywild, and he's like,
I give him ear scratches. Don't kill me.
"Great, babe."
Distance-wise, if I were to
The rest
center,
goes on you now.
if I were to center another sleep spell on this group, or this guy, how far out, 20 feet wise, would I be able to hit?
Well, we have a thing for that.
Yeah, that's what I was asking because it's a neat toy.
I'll hit all those guys.
It will hit. I will say it will hit everyone but this guy.
All right, let's drop another 2nd level sleep on that crowd. DM, other DM, might I partake in your dice?
Yeah, now that you already touched it,
I'm gonna rub the balls on him.
please don't.
5,
How was
6,
the range
7.
on?
90 feet.
Okay.
So yeah, 5, 6,
Also,
7.
I think Briscoe is dreaming. It's really cute.
she twitching?
Yeah, it's great.
Second level again.
Such a cool
Mhm.
popper.
Oh, that's a D6. What are you doing in there? I don't know.
That's a good roll.
That is a good roll.
Yeah, look at all those
It's 8, 16, 24, 31, 32, 3, 4, 5, 6, huh?
No, it's just questioning the weather.
41,
Oh, shit.
44.
Nice.
That's where the fucking brown eye came from.
Huh?
Never mind. That's where the brown eye came from.
Oh, we get the wind.
Wind.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I forgot about the windstorm.
Alright, 4 of these fucking
Makes
goblins
sense.
fall asleep.
God
Yeah.
This is the one campaign that spell has ever worked.
Dude, I got a strategy with all this. Believe
Not
me.
saying.
Not true.
I'm not all fireballs and lightning.
Worked in mystery, Tor against Syl.
Well, yeah, that's right.
There's a method
Once.
to this.
I mean, it's a pretty good spell up until level 5. Then
Yeah,
it starts
yeah.
to
For
fall
low
off.
level shit, it fucks. Yeah. So 4 guys down, and then from there's not really a whole lot more I can do. So I will post up. What, did I grab the wrong guy?
Nope, just checking.
Did I wake up?
Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. That brings us to Jade. You're up.
Me. I'm going to put my rapier down and grab my crossbow out and shoot this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my clockwork amulet. Do we know what the AC is on these guys? Well, I'll use my clockwork amulet so I get a 10 on the die and it'll be 15 to hit. Doesn't it?
You watch as you hear the twang of the crossbow, and the boss looks up and raises up a shield as the crossbow bolt impacts him.
Damn it. 15 doesn't hit that guy. Okay, I can't attack again with that
Correct.
weapon. So I
You'll have to
will-
take your action next turn to reload your crossbow if you want to range it again.
I took the light one. I'll have to look at it, but anyway, I'll use my bonus action to hide again.
Roll a spell check for me.
14.
Okay. That brings us to Undrol. Undrol will move her spiritual weapon over here and make an attack with advantage on this unconscious goblin. She hits with a natural 20, and it just does a swell sound, just this mystical hammer of magic.
Yes.
Slams down and kills the goblin, and then she will pull out, or she's keep brandishing her mace and attack the leader in front of her. Might hit, maybe. Nope, doesn't hit. The boss just like fends off her mace strike with her
Dang
shield.
it. What did she roll to hit?
She rolled a 15. That brings us to Baddies 1. Baddies 1 is all asleep.
Yeah.
I will roll some perception checks at disadvantage. See if they wake up.
Is that how it works? No, it just lasts for the duration. They don't
I
get
know,
us.
I'm
Oh.
cheating you.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
But, none of them roll very high, so I would
Cool.
say keep snoozing.
Catching Z's, boys.
Petal, you're up. What's that?
I said catching Z's, boys.
Yeah.
Can I get to the group of sleeping goblins with 25 feet?
You could get to at least. Who's there? So 10, 20,
You could probably just use the
5,
circle
10,
thing.
15, 20,
Oh.
25. You can get there.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but I'd only be in melee with one of them.
Yeah.
But you would have advantage.
It is asleep and completely.
Okay.
incapacitated.
I was trying to do a thing where it would be beneficial for me to be within melee of several of
Actually,
them,
'cause it's
but
incapacitated, I think let me just do crit. You have advantage in it, correct?
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Yeah. You have advantage in it, correct? It hits.
Oh, cool. Well, then, yeah, I'll just...
Shillelagh.
I'll just do that.
Shit out of it.
Yeah. 23.
Okay, it hits. Roll double damage.
Excellent. So then, that makes...
Is this the first time this campaign you've actually hit
And
something?
then add...
Or, like, you normally cast spells. Like, have you used your mace yet?
I think so. Maybe
You
not.
tried Shillelagh stuff. I don't know how effective it's been.
Right.
Okay.
So,
I see so many other
yeah, plus your wisdom mod.
Yep, yeah.
You're probably gonna squash this fucking thing's brain.
9, 10, 11.
Yep, you do.
Woo!
fucking-
Goblin brains.
You take your Tanuki mace as it is with the shillelagh. It has this sort of raccoon head that's sort of like got pointy bits where the ears and nose are. And you just,
Wonderful.
Is that really what you're... I love that.
That's the way I
That's
I-
awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
got little green glowing eyes that are like not actual emeralds, but like little wispy green trail, like magical trails come off of it when you swing it. So there's like a little bit of tracer action.
Rad. Super into it.
You smash this fucking goblin's brains in instead. So.
Excellent.
That's for Kazoo.
Yep, exactly.
Baddies 2.
That's for the monkey.
This one's gonna run.
Does the Spectre opportunity attacks for ghost
No.
weapons?
It goes, hey, get up! It starts chittering in Goblin, and they like exchange a couple words, and where was
You
it?
fell asleep again, asshole.
15, 20. I'm just gonna keep running this way. That brings us to this one, who's gonna try to attack Musharib. That'll hit, and Musharib takes 5 points slashing damage. He cries out in pain.
If I was smart when I got this, I would have just cast Green Flame Blade on my dagger. Been like, ooh, magic dagger. But
That's kind of... I had a similar plan if they hadn't already known it was a jug. Like,
sorry, guys.
yeah, like minor illusions, some like sparkles on a scroll or something like that. And be like, I have a magic scroll instead, Gobos.
Kapesk, if you're up.
I'd like to run around the tent,
Yeah.
flank the leader,
Okay.
and take a swing of advantage on it with a reckless attack, and then followed
You don't
up.
have to recklessly attack if you're flanking.
That's right. But then follow up with a bite if it's not dead.
Okay.
Either of those hit.
Macarena.
Rough.
7.
You come up and you emit this guttural growl as you go to swing, and it hears you, and it just ducks right under, and it goes. Shoo.
Okay, I'm biting it.
Okay.
Reckless bite?
Can't reckless bite.
Oh. Drats.
It effectively isn't the first. Aha!
Ah.
That's a 23 to bite.
Okay, go for it. Roll damage.
Yeah, hell's full.
That's full damage. That's 6, 8, 10. 'Cause
Jeez.
plus 2 with my. I get my rage damage on my bonus stack, right?
It's
Yeah.
2d6 for a greatsword.
I'm
No,
biting.
but that was a bite.
1d6 plus 2.
There's no reason why you wouldn't get your... It's
Yeah,
a
You
melee
get your
attack.
rage.
Yeah.
You get your
So
rage
add your
damage.
strength plus your rage.
I did. So yeah, it's 10.
10.
That's
Ah.
legit. For a bite.
It cries out in pain as it takes a nice big chunk of damage.
If the attack hits, deals normal damage, you gain temporary. I gain temporary hit points equal to my con modifier.
Nice.
Just by connecting.
Or is it a kill?
Yeah, connected.
Okay, so yeah, you get two
Oh, no,
two
no.
temporary HP because
Yeah.
you have a bond of plus 2. So that brings us to this guy's turn. He's gonna be like, This is not how Yaka thought this would go.
He just hears me breathing down his neck.
He's going to attack twice on. Actually, he's going to disengage as a bonus action, and he is going to dash for his regular action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 on to 60 feet out.
Whoa.
And he's like, cries out in Goblin. Something.
Then I'll
Probably
try to
get the
grab
fuck
jug.
out of here.
What's that?
Doesn't he want to stop and slow down and grab the jug?
Yeah, that's a really good point, Jade.
Well, he already uses.
5, 10, 15, 20,
But that'll be his action. He can't dash.
Oh, Sure.
I'll say it's easy enough to end, like, free action to pick up
What?
an object. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
he gets to grab that and dash.
Yeah.
You
That's
just
not
reach
how I
down
thought.
and pick it up.
That
Fair.
would go. Otherwise, I'd have kept my mouth
Thanks,
shut.
Jude.
Sorry.
That's alright. I have a plan.
Alright, so he runs off.
But he's still visible,
Oh,
effectively.
yeah.
Cool.
I have a pretty good plan.
That brings us to Musharib. Musharib will attack the goblin in front of him.
Do it,
And
Musharib.
miss.
Dang it.
Rolling bad for the NPCs. That brings us to the top of the round. Alabaster.
I'm gonna cast sleep on him. The guy with the jug. First level.
Oh man.
So that would be 5d8. Stealing these two.
Let's hope that I did enough damage to him.
Oh fuck, that's not great.
I
That
don't
is
think I did
3
that much
ones, so I
damage.
got 10, 11, 12, 13.
Just made it. He falls asleep.
Hooah!
Just thunk, slides.
Yeah. And then I will use my full movement to head towards him.
Okay.
So,
Jade, you're up.
I guess
I
5,
am
10,
going
15,
to use my
25, 30. Not
feline
quite there yet.
agility, and I can double my speed until the end of my turn.
Sleepy time for goblins.
Okay.
So if I use my full movement, it's 30 feet, so I can get 60 feet.
It
and
was
then I
up
can
all
use
night.
Get over there.
Okay.
Now you're above this
Oh wait, he's
unconscious-
asleep?
Yeah.
You have
Alright.
advantage and it's a crit if you hit. Oh, but
Okay.
you have to use your. Now you can use your cunning action to dash, so you still can have it back.
Yeah.
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 So you could murder
You
him.
can go like 120 feet.
We know he has
Rogues are
13 hit
crazy.
points.
You're like on land-based vax.
Is this
once
guy
a turn.
within 5 feet?
That is dead. The only thing over
Oh,
there is
no,
Sorry,
it's just
I
the
put
jug.
that- Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
put him to sleep and ran after him. You cruised past me.
Then I'll use my dagger.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
Plus 6.
That hit. Roll critical.
Critical damage.
Sneak attack critical.
2.
Sneak attack. Roll.
Do the sneak attack dice get
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot.
Oh yeah, you fucking end this
Seven,
guy. It's dead. It only has 11 HP.
Just kneel down, just
26.
slowly slide the
Somewhere
knife.
his child dies too.
Yeah. That brings us to Undrul, who will move this over here and just advantage. Oh yeah, that hits. How much is it's a D8 for spiritual weapon? Claire.
What was it?
Either Claire.
I think
Either
it was
3
D8.
Claires.
I don't remember.
Was D8? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For spiritual
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been a while.
It is, I'm pretty sure. I can double check here.
Oh yeah.
I'm almost positive.
Splorch.
Splorch.
Get Rex.
Yep,
Sleepy
D8.
Goblin.
Yeah.
Get.
Cool.
I want that as a shirt.
Get Rex, so you got one.
Yes. That's a great phrase.
Okay. That brings us to. She's gonna try to Sacred Flame one of the other ones.
Burn him.
Make a dex save. What is her DC?
It is 1d8. Got it back.
I thought
I
so.
could have just looked up. I had it right here.
DC 13. He's gotta make a dex save. Doesn't make it.
Ooh. Which one is she shooting?
This one. Sacred Flame is D6, right?
Yes.
No, I think
Let's
this is
see.
D8.
I don't think it is. That's Toll the Dead. Toll the Dead!
Bong.
I'm pretty sure it's a D8.
Sacred Flame. Oh, yeah, it's a D8. 1d8 radiant damage.
You're wrong, Colonel Sanders. You're wrong.
Oh, this goblin is incinerated as I rolls max damage for Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
How many are even left?
Well, he does get a
Two.
Two?
he does get a dex save.
He
He
failed.
missed it.
Okay.
I rolled a dex save first.
Oh, okay.
That brings us to Baddies 1, which is everyone is dead in, because that guy's in Baddies 2. Pedal, you're up.
Excellent.
Like,
I'm just gonna
looks
run up to this other
terrified.
goblin and
Okay.
like baseball bat, like Mason in the face.
Roll the hit.
Makes the face.
Mace to the face.
Old nice face goblin.
It's only a d6.
Oh god damn it. That'll be an 18.
Get wrecked, Sleepy Goblin.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
What happened?
18.
That hits. For damage. So D8 plus 2 was the mod.
Minimum, so 3.
Okay.
Bong. Give him a
3
goose egg.
damage.
Give him a nice little bonk.
Yep.
He looks even more terrified. That brings us to Baddies 2.
They
Be
gotta
sure
be
you
good.
do
Dis-
not
bonus
hit.
action disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Fancy
30,
goblins.
35, 16. Runs off the board. Bonus action disengage.
Disregard.
Dash 60 feet.
Oh, I can catch him.
Well, I mean,
okay.
Ray of Frost.
It's okay though. I'll let him go.
Yeah.
I'm defending the jug.
I'll say that the jungle is sort of like off in this direction, and they both sort of just run off into the
I
jungle.
cast
You
sleep
are
on him
confident that they.
Bam.
You're confident that these goblins won't be bothering you again after you have slaughtered their leader, and you reclaim the alchemy jug. And on that note, I will end tonight's session.
Boom.
Woo!
And you will definitely be level 4 when you wake up.
Woohoo!
Thanks.
For beating the Shrine of Crocodile and Man and the Goblin encounter. I will be
That
level
bird
4.
was a scout for them, I bet. Stupid
No,
birds
it
should
wasn't.
just eat it.
That bird would have attracted bigger, similar birds of the same species. That would have probably attacked you.
Hey y'all, Chris here. Thank you so much for listening to our Patreon preview of Tomb of Annihilation. This is our 4th episode. We will be getting out one more episode to you before we start back on the Swordcast, which we're very excited about. As per usual, do all the podcast things. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friend. If you could give us a rating on iTunes, that'd be awesome. The ratings help a ton for visibility, and that's always appreciated. If you like what you hear, don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/theswordcast, where you hear the continuation of this story, as well as get some awesome other rewards. On that note, I wanted to give a shout out to Cassie Oliveira. Thank you so much for joining the fold and supporting us to make this crazy content we love so much. If you want to see more of us, check out our Waterdeep Dragon Heist playthrough on Twitch at twitch.tv/swordcastadventures. We do that every other Wednesday, and we're having a hell of a great time doing it. Other than that, guys, don't forget to check out our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at /theswordcast on the respective platforms. But for now, don't worry, you'll be hearing from us soon. Bye-bye.